Dentists Howard, Shanna, Shawnee, and Jody are committed to ensuring that you have teeth that look good, feel good, and last a lifetime. Beaver Family Dental invests time and money in staying up to date on all the latest procedures and techniques that can help improve your self-esteem and change the shape of your smile. Call 438-2931 or visit their new office at 55 North, 400 East in Beaver. Beaver Family Dental, where smiles begin. The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Doctors Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Dave Menti, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioner Lindsay Cheney, Rebecca Rasmussen, and Wade Hallingshead. The Beaver Medical Clinic offers affordable health care and convenient payment options with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
Beaver Sport & Pawn has Southern Utah's largest collection of firearms, including new, used, and hard-to-find weapons. Beaver Sport & Pawn also has ammo, fishing and camping gear, tools, books, boots, antiques, and much, much more. As always, Beaver Sport & Pawn offers free advice on any subject. Come visit Beaver Sport & Pawn at 91 North Main in Beaver or call 438-2100. That's 438-2100. Beaver Sport & Pawn is happy to support Beaver High School athletics on the Beaver Sports Network. Go Beavers!
Beaver Valley Chevron and Dairy Queen team up to keep you and your vehicle running smoothly. Beaver Valley Chevron is a 24-hour AAA towing service and repair facility with top-quality Chevron gas. You'll also appreciate their newly remodeled modern restrooms and Eager Beaver touchless car wash that offers the newest in car wash technology. And, of course, stop in Dairy Queen anytime for a variety of meal deals and irresistible ice cream treats. Visit Beaver Valley Chevron and Dairy Queen at the I-15 South exit in Beaver.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Scott Langford here at Beaver High School. Dave Howard, Scott McDonald, Walt Kirkstick. It's the broadcast crew on the Beaver Sports Network. And we hope you're all excited for tonight's game. It's the South Summit Wildcats, the defending 2A state champions, taking on the Beaver High School Beavers here in Beaver, Utah. And tonight's game is sponsored on the Beaver Sports Network. And we appreciate all the sponsors who bring you Beaver High School football on the Beaver Sports Network. Let's give a shout out to them. Mike's Food Town, of course, they have one of our players of the game, Beaver Family Dental. That's Statman Dave. He's on his way down to help us with stats and more. State Farm Insurance, that's Brent Stapley, the agent there. Eagles Landing, Beaver Medical Clinic. Dairy Farmers of America, Coldwell Banker, Gary Brown. Beaver Valley Chevron, Dairy Queen, and they were also a sponsor, a player of the game. And we also have the Timberline Inn, Beaver Valley Hospital, Fishlake Lumber, SouthCreek Shell, Utah Independent Bank, Ray's 66B store. And, of course, those are our sponsors for the Beaver High School Beavers. We'll take our first break in our pregame show, and we'll be back with more on the Beaver Sports Network.
Accounting firm that offers pay.
The results are in. Beaver Valley Hospital is ranked #1 in support of Beaver High School athletics. They also rank #1 in providing first-rate health care at a reasonable cost and offer a full range of services, including emergency and inpatient support, home health, and even hospice. The hospital food is prepared fresh daily, and people even like it. Beaver Valley Hospital also has an outstanding long-term care facility that helps take care of your loved ones who could use some compassionate assistance. Beaver Valley Hospital, with a staff and doctors you can trust.
For experienced help when buying or selling real estate, Coldwell Banker Advantage of Beaver is a wise choice. Local real estate broker Gary Brown can assist you in residential, commercial, or recreational properties. Call Coldwell Banker Advantage Realty in Beaver, 438-7777.
Majestic Financial Services in Beaver is an accounting firm that offers payroll, income tax preparation, and bookkeeping services for individuals and businesses. For an accounting firm you can trust, call Majestic Financial Services in Beaver, 438-7777.
Dairy Farmers of America is a proud supporter of Beaver High School. For the very best at cheese products direct from the factory, visit the Chalet at DFA Cache Valley Cheese in Beaver. They carry a nice selection of cheese, including fresh curd, cheddar, Monterey Jack, Swiss, and Colby. Stop in and check out their wide variety of cheese gift boxes and crafts, too. And they offer shipping. Visit their website at dfamilk.com and click on DFA Mart, and then on the picture of the Beaver store. That's DFA Cache Valley Cheese in Beaver.
For gas, snacks, and dependable service on your car or truck, visit Eagles Landing, Flying J, and High Country Chevron in Beaver. Mark Yardley and the staff offer convenience items, groceries, fountain drinks, sandwiches, and other goodies. You'll also find a full line of gifts and souvenirs, as well as your favorite gas and oil products. Stop by both locations at the North I-15 interchange in Beaver, High Country Chevron, and Eagles Landing Flying J. Happy to support Beaver High School sports.
Hi, this is Len at Fishlake Lumber Ace Hardware, where I'd like to welcome you to our new paint studio, where we offer Valspar, Clark & Kensington, and Royal paints for your painting experiences. Clark & Kensington is rated #1 in customer reports. We also have a new setup of paint sundry items to make your painting experiences as easy and fun as possible. I'd like to welcome y'all to come out and check out our new facility.
Mike's Food Town in Beaver is proud to serve Beaver County with a wide selection of items at competitive prices. Mike's Food Town is your friendly hometown grocer with the choicest cuts of meat prepared daily. They also go the extra mile to offer the freshest produce on a daily basis. Stop by Mike's Food Town and you'll find out about the super savings in every department. That's Mike's Food Town, located at 270 North Main in Beaver. Happy to support Beaver High School's athletic and academic programs. That's Mike's Food Town.
Welcome back to the Beaver Sports Network. Scott Langford, and I'm here with Beaver head coach Steve Hutchings. And Coach, tonight, two 3-0 teams collide. The defending state champions, South Summit, down to play the Beavers, and a lot of excitement here on the field.
Yeah, I mean, they're the best team in the state, I believe. Most people believe that, and we want, it's always a good measuring stick. We want to see where we're at, see what we need to improve on, see how good we need to get.
Well, and, when you scheduled this game, you might not have known exactly where South Summit when you scheduled the home and away games. But what is it like playing an early season game with, a team that many feel like will be in the state championship match?
Well, last year it helped us out quite a bit, to be honest with you. They beat us pretty handily at the first of the year, and we just said, well, if you're going to make, we told our team, if we're going to make a run for a championship, that's your bar that you've got to reach. And so it actually helped us out last year to play them early and to see how a great team plays.
And in preparation for this game, what do you tell your young team?
We're trying to work on execution and doing the things that we can do. We scouted them a little bit, but we're not trying to out scout them. We're trying to just play our game and get better as the season goes on.
Well, I think that's exactly what you did last year. So the keys for tonight's game, other than, as you just mentioned, execution, are there any other keys to this game that will be important for a Beaver win?
Well, I think the biggest thing for our young team is we need to be confident. We can't be standing around watching the game or be in awe of how good they are or whatever like that. We just got to step up and play football, and that's what I'm looking for right out of the gates.
All right, Coach, good luck in tonight's game.
Thank you.
All right, we'll send it back to the studio for these commercials.
Hunters and fishing enthusiasts love to visit Ray's 66B store in Beaver because it makes every excursion a success. You'll find everything you need, including an excellent variety of grocery items and snacks, top-grade Trop Arctic motor oil to help your car's engine last longer, clean-running Phillips 66 gasoline, and even diesel fuel. That's why Ray's 66 has been the only stop for any road trip. Ray's 66B store is open from 5 a.m. until 10 p.m. 7 days a week at 290 South Main in Beaver. Happy to support Beaver High School.
Serving Beaver County residents and I-15 travelers, SouthCreek Shell in Beaver offers everything from a Burger King restaurant, gas and snacks, to fitting your vehicle with a brand new set of tires. SouthCreek Shell stocks a full line of dependable Michelin and Bridgestone tires with over 1,200 tires in stock. Whether you need a new set of tires, flat tire repair, pinpoint balancing, snacks, or gas, stop by the SouthCreek Shell at the South I-15 interchange in Beaver. SouthCreek Shell is a proud sponsor of Beaver High School athletics.
Service is important on any insurance policy, whether it's auto, home, life, or health insurance, and you can count on your Beaver area Good Neighbor State Farm agent, Brent Stapley, to give you the best service possible. Whether you have a claim or just need information about insurance, your State Farm agent is there with the Good Neighbor service we're famous for. See State Farm agent Brent Stapley in Beaver for all your insurance needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call 438-5451, 438-5451. When you're in the mood for mouth-watering dishes prepared by the finest chefs in Utah, visit Timberline Inn in Beaver. For a family dinner outing or for a night out with that special someone, experience fine dining for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at Timberline Inn. Timberline also offers catering services for both small groups or large gatherings, and you can't beat their popular lunch and dinner specials offered daily. Timberline Inn is open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and located on the South I-15 interchange in Beaver. Call for catering 438-2474.
If there's a community improvement project in the works, you will usually find many of our employees in the middle of it, doing what they can to help out. They're hometown people, just like you. They belong to service groups, church groups, and other community service organizations that work to make the hometowns we serve better places to live. Utah Independent Bank, member FDIC. Hometown people, hometown spirit.
Sensitive, gentle, and personal service are all words that describe Beaver Family Dental. Dr. David S. Howard, Shanna, Shawnee, and Jody are committed to ensuring that you have teeth that look good, feel good, and last a lifetime. Beaver Family Dental invests time and money in staying up to date on all the latest procedures and techniques that can help improve your self-esteem and change the shape of your smile. Call 438-2931 or visit their new office at 55 North, 400 East in Beaver. Beaver Family Dental, where smiles begin.
Welcome back on the Beaver Sports Network. Scott Langford and David Howard. We got Scott McDonald. We got a lot of new innovations for you tonight. We've got a sideline cam, Dave. We're going to have a live view of the coin toss. It's going to be a lot of fun here tonight on the Beaver Sports Network.
Can't wait to see it or broadcast it.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Tonight, the South Summit Wildcats come to town, and they are 6-0 against the Beavers in their last 6 attempts, and including last year's semifinal game, which was a heartbreaker for the Beavers. The Beavers driving at the end of the game, couldn't quite put it into the end zone, and they were defeated by a 14-7 margin.
Well, it was a great game, and it was a hard-fought battle. They expected it to be that way, and it was. And it was unfortunate that it was in the semifinal instead of the final, because that was a final quality type game.
Yeah, it was a great game. So it's the South Summit Wildcats and the Beaver Beavers. We're going to go to a commercial, and we come back. We'll have the coin toss of tonight's game.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Doctors Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Dave Menti, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioner Lindsay Cheney, Rebecca Rasmussen, and Wade Hallingshead. The Beaver Medical Clinic offers affordable health care and convenient payment options with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
Beaver Sport and Pawn has Southern Utah's largest collection of firearms, including new, used, and hard-to-find weapons. Beaver Sport and Pawn also has ammo, fishing and camping gear, tools.
Okay. I'm going to you, Scott. You're going live.
Scott Langford, David Howard back on the Beaver Sports Network. We're about 6.5 minutes from game time, and we've got the eye in the sky, or I guess we got to say the eye on the field. There, Dave.
Yeah,
Scott McDonald.
Yeah, we got to say something. The eye in the grass.
We got to be careful with that one. Now, the other part of it is we've got the sports game live tonight down in Beaver. So KSL Radio is down, KSL TV as we're one of the game nights. So you'll see that on Channel 5 tonight, and you can watch that. You can watch that tonight. So hope you enjoy seeing everyone coming out. And Scott McDonald on the field, and so we appreciate having him there. He's going to make his way up to the coin toss as the captains are lining up, and we'll try to get some audio on that coin toss as well, Dave. Should be a lot of fun tonight.
Well, there's a lot of excitement going on. These two teams have obviously created enough excitement to bring KSL down here for the game night live, so that's kind of a new thing. That's kind of fun. Get to see some live footage on TV tonight, and hopefully it's good live footage. Hopefully there's no injuries, and hopefully it's another great game like last year's semifinal game was.
It certainly was, and last year's game was a lot of fun. Now, in the pregame interview, we heard Coach Steve Hutchings talk about the fact that last year it was a huge benefit for his team to be able to play South Summit early in the season. They got walloped last year in that first game, but it was
a great learning experience.
They used it, and the Beavers really played well in that semifinal matchup.
Yes, they did, and you know, they were outsized in every single position, but not outfought. And you know, as big as South Summit was last year, you know, after the game, we saw them after the game, and they were bent over and tired. They were done, and they'd been in a hard-fought battle. Beaver gave them all they could handle.
They certainly did. Now we're going to have the national anthem. We're going to try to get some live. We're going to try to give you some audio of the national anthem and a couple other things. So we'll pay attention, and we'll just let you go ahead and watch as we do the Star Spangled Banner.
Darby Coombs, a senior at BHS, will sing the Star Spangled Banner.
Darby Coombs, she's a senior at Beaver High School, Dave, and did a great job with the national anthem.
Oh, she always does a great job. She's awesome. She's a great person, and Beaver High School is lucky to have her.
Yeah, it's always nice to be able to showcase some of our local talent, and we appreciate the opportunity. On the Beaver Sports Network, thanks again to all the sponsors who bring you all of it on the Beaver Sports Network. We're going to get the coin toss. We'll have the captains come up. And we've got the state's most valuable player, number 32, Kobe Averett. Who's one of the captains. And then also Ty Jones, the quarterback. They really caused some problems for the Beavers.
Yes, they have. And, you know, they're tough, they're feisty, they're smart, they play hard. And, you know, it's just classic football.
All right, now we're going to go ahead and turn off our mic volume, and we're going to give a chance for the sideline camera to pick up this coin toss.
I don't think you're going to be able to hear.
The visiting team.
going to be your choice. What did it call? What did it call? Okay. Tails is a call, and I'll toss it, I'll catch it, I won't turn it over. It is tails, it's your choice. Kick, receive, choose to defend the goal, or defer. South Summit has won the toss, chose to defer. Which way would you like to kick? Oh, sorry, you're receiving. Okay, which way would you like to kick? Okay, turn your back to that goal, back to this goal. Okay. Beaver will receive from the south goal.
So you can see that the Beaver High School Beavers actually lost the coin toss. South Summit elected to defer to the second half, so it'll be the Beavers receiving this opening kick of this football game, Dave.
Yeah, and I know they want the ball. Give me the ball, let's go. And so I know they're not too disappointed about that.
So appreciate Statman Dave being here. Beaver Family Dental. Let's give a little plug to Beaver Family Dental. And as we just can't appreciate you more for driving all the way from Salt Lake just to support Beaver High School.
Yes, been up there all week and glad to be back and glad to be back home. It's a great place. There's no place like it. And
so you're saying there's no place like home?
There's no place like home. I'm sure of that. Dorothy was right.
So back for the Beavers will be number 11. It looks like that is Leos back there. So Kevin, a switch as Matthew Roberts not back there to receive this kick. And Matthew Roberts on the sideline. So Georgie the kicker for the South Summit Wildcats.
So you got Young back and Colton Leos back.
And here's the kickoff of tonight's game. It's a low line drive kick. It's going to go into the end zone and out of bounds off of White. Good strong kick. And it'll be first attempt for the Beavers on the 20.
Take over on their own 20-yard line.
So the Beavers, you know, the South Summit with this gigantic up front, Dave. They are huge.
Yes, they are. And, you know, they're going to give Beaver all they can handle tonight. And it'll be a battle in the trenches for sure.
So up the Beavers come to the line as we start our play. And they're going to wait for the back judge to get set. We're just underway here. Smith behind Roberts. Roberts has a handoff, fakes a handoff. He's back to pass, looking up the right sideline. Has receivers tipped up, received by Tavin Fels. Fels takes it ahead, and he'll keep going. Nice play, and it was tipped up in the air. Tavin Fels cleans it up.
Well, it was thrown behind Blackburn, and he got a hand on it enough to tip it up. Unfortunately, Tavin Fels in the right place at the right time and brings that down and gets a big first down for Beaver right off the bat.
So a good change of fortune. Instead of 0 for 1, it's 1 for 1 for Matthew Roberts. And the Beavers back up to the line. I think we'll see a lot of passing tonight. Handoff. Roberts keeps himself, goes up the middle. Good move. And get a gain about 5 on the play. And the Beavers critical they get some yards on that first down play.
Yeah, and that got him out of the hole, and, you know, they're out almost to midfield now. So great field position for the Beavers, you know, on a good start. And I know they're loving that.
Yeah, the Beavers will play the wing T and the option. So it'll be Fales split to the right, and Brennan Hutchings also split to the right. Roberts hands off to Smith. Smith's going to get, a short yard, and Roberts pounded on the play by number 66. That's Christopher Castona.
Yeah, they went hard on Roberts, and he took a shot there he's going to feel in the morning.
They're down 4 yards to go for Beaver. We're just underway here. No score, as you can see on the screen. The down and yardage marker not working tonight, so you'll have to just listen close. We'll try to keep it. It's 3rd down and 4. Roberts with a handoff up the middle, and Smith just punished. Loss of 1 on the play.
Almost looked like it was fumbled.
South Summit says they've got the ball. And we'll see what happens. Now he's saying it's Beavers football.
Yeah, it looked like it came out between the exchange of Roberts and Smith. Smith, fortunately, was able to fall back on it.
So a loss of 1 on that play as the South Summit defensive line just across the line of scrimmage. They won that one.
Yeah, that's the battle of the trenches there, and those big boys are coming. Beavers' offensive line is going to have their hands full.
All right, here comes a punt for the Beavers. And we'll pan out so we can get all the action on this one. It'll be Keaton Fells back to kick for the Beavers. He's kicking from the 34-yard line. And South Summit sitting at the 20. Fells with a high, very short punt. It's going to land, take a bounce, and it's going to go, take a terrible bounce near midfield. South Summit with great field position.
Yeah, it almost looked like one of the South Summit defenders got a hand on it. But it was a high floater and took a very bad bounce for Beaver. So a punt of total 6 yards.
So the ball's on the 49. So a short field for South Summit. And I think a little nerves for this young Beaver High School football team. Both these teams are 3-0. Pitch out on the left side. A lot of room for number 10. That is Bracken Santos. And Santos is going to get about 10 yards.
Santos brought down by Hutchings.
So about 10 yards on that one. First rush of the game is a first down for South Summit. And you look at the size difference between these two teams, it's fairly dramatic.
Yeah, it is.
The ball's on the 40-yard line. Hand off to Averett. Averett around the side, and he's going to go for another first down. Averett, the rating 2A state MVP.
And Hutchings and Roberts out there to get him.
So he's going to get 13 on that one. 13 yards on the carry. So 2 rushes, 23 yards already for South Summit. Split wide to the right is Halen Rockhill. And some motion. Hand off up the middle to Averett. Averett cuts across the side. It's going to be run down, keeps his feet, and continues to fight forward. he got 3 yards.
It took White and Blackburn to finally wrestle him down after several other players tried.
He gets about, what did you say, 2 on that one, Dave?
Yeah, 2.5 maybe.
So it'll be second down, 8 yards to go.
2nd and 7.
Second and 7, rather. 8:36 left in the first. It's a pitch out to Bracken Santos. Santos goes up the middle, and he's going to get near first down yardage. Let's call it a gain of 7.
Well, and he's as fast as he ever was. He's a tough kid to bring down.
So we're going to give him 7 yards on that one. They'll bring up third down and about 2.
And about 2 yards to go.
So Santos stays in the backfield with Averett. In motion's number 15. That's Tillett. And Averett keeps it, and he's going to get first down yardage. He's going to give out 3 yards on the play. And the Beaver defense will have a hard time keeping hold of Averett and the South Summit Wildcats.
Well, he didn't get much, but he got all he needed, and that was good enough for a first down.
1st and 10, South
right.
Summit from the Beaver 15-yard line.
Hand off. It's going to be a quick
Rumble.
pitch over on the side. Tillett. And the ball's loose on the floor on the field, but Tillett recovers.
Yeah, as the pitch never came cleanly, and Tillett was lucky to get back to it.
Loss of 5 on the play.
Braxton Wilson is there.
So Wilson with the tackle. We want to give a shout out to Tyson Fotheringham. Fotheringham injured in last night's game, had a neck injury, and is in the University of Utah hospital. And we'd like to wish him the best. Last update I had is that Tyson was doing well, but we want to keep track of that one. So it's the first, second down and 16. It was a loss of 6 on the play. And a handoff. Jones is going to keep it. Jones breaks one tackle, and he can't escape the other one, but he's still going to gain about 5 on the play.
Number 3, Ty Jones, the quarterback, keeps the ball.
And Gideon White and Matthew Roberts there to take him down.
3rd down, 10 yards to go, and this is probably 4-down territory, although South Summit does have a kicker who can make a field goal from this distance.
Yeah, he's an excellent kicker, and he can get it done.
Third down, 10 yards to go, 6:30 left. In motion, Tillett, and it's going to be a handoff to Averett on the dive play. Averett picks his way. He's going to hit the sideline and go for a touchdown if he didn't go out of bounds.
Well, he was hit probably 7 times. Spun, hit, spun. Nobody could wrap him up, and he takes it to the house.
It's first down and goal is what the call will be.
So only going to give him 14 on that, huh?
So 14 on that one. It looked like he was down, but like you mentioned, poor tackling by the Beavers. He's already got 32 yards on this series alone. First and goal. The ball's on the 2. It's Averett. He gets stopped that time. And touchdown, he does not get stopped, so a 2-yard touchdown run for Colby Averett.
He got stopped, but he rolled off and into the end zone. I thought he rolled across the ground into the end zone, but they gave it to him. He must have rolled across somebody's body maybe. Big hit right at first, but then he rolled in.
So Averett with that 2-yard touchdown run. And that's at the 6:12 mark of the first quarter of play. So South Summit scores on their first possession. And Georgie on to kick for South Summit. Snap is back. The kick is up. It looks good and is good. At the 6:12 mark, it's 7-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout. What number is he?
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Doctors Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Dave Menti, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioner Lindsay Cheney, Rebecca Rasmussen, and Wade Hallingshead. The Beaver Medical Clinic offers affordable health care and convenient payment options with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
Scott Langford, David Howard back at Beaver High School. It's the South Summit Wildcats scoring first. 7-0, 6:12 left in the first quarter of play. And just a reminder, we've got a sideline cam. Scott McDonald down on the field. And he'll catch the players getting ready. Back for the Beavers. Again, it's Leos and Young. And Georgie will be back for the South Summit Wildcats. Kick is up. This one's high. That'll be a touchback. That one's going to go out of the end zone. Georgie with college-level kicking.
Kid's got a leg on him. Wow.
So beautiful kick by Georgie. So 2 touchbacks for South Summit on their kicking. .6:12 left in the first. Matthew Roberts, the junior quarterback, out to lead the offense. We'll have 2 players of the game, Dave, and we'll talk about those in a minute. 1st and 10 for Beaver. Fales and Hutchings split to the right. It's a handoff up the middle to Smith. Smith is going to get a gain of about 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, and that's Smith's usual run is 2 or 3 yards. He pounds it out. He's a big bruising fullback, and he fights for every yard he gets.
So 2nd down and 7 yards to go. Off to the right side, and Roberts going to get caught in the backfield. I think he's going to lose some yards on this one. He might get back to line of scrimmage.
Well, that big line you talked about, Scott, there they are breaking through again and busting things up before the play can develop. Before Roberts has a chance to develop anything with it, they're already on him.
Yeah, Beaver's not much in the run department yet. And they had 2 quick plays where they had some run yardage, but since then it's been pretty much South Summit in the offensive backfield. Roberts backs behind him. Roberts back to pass. Look at his left. Under heavy pressure is going to run from it. Going to cut across. He's going to get first down yardage. Matthew Roberts will pick up about 12 yards.
Well, that was a great move by Roberts as he ducked under both defenders that were going to sack him. Just ducked under, picked his way. Didn't really have a lane. Just kind of dodged back and forth, picked his way to a first down. Great run by Matthew Roberts.
I guess it was about 7, wasn't it?
It's not a 7. I think it was a 10-yard run.
10-yard run. 10-yard run for Matthew Roberts. So a first down. Good job by Matthew. Heavy pressure by South Summit. Roberts back to pass. Under pressure, throws the ball, and it's going to be intended for Dylan Smith. And Smith can't catch up with it. It'll be an incomplete pass.
2nd and 10 for the Beavers.
He has a little too far out in front of him, and Smith makes a good dive, just can't bring it in.
So he's second down and 10 yards to go. 4:44 left in the first quarter of play. It's 7-0 our score. Roberts back under center. Back on the right side, his pass complete to Blackburn. Blackburn with a 12-yard reception, and it's a first down.
And that was just a great play by Branson Blackburn, running a great route. Matthew Roberts running away from pressure, just waiting for it to develop. Very patient, didn't get nervous, just patiently waited for it to develop. And when Blackburn broke out open, he threw him the ball. It was a great completion.
First and 10 for the Beavers.
So we first down and 10 for the Beavers. Ball's up to the 46-yard line. You know, just a couple tough runs. It looks like someone's injured on the sideline. Not sure who. I didn't see an injured player. It looks like a South Summit player on that other side.
They're all on a knee. I don't see who it is.
So we'll try to take a look. Now, just while we're taking a look at this, good news. The player's up and going. It's number 11. Glad to see him up under his own power. So just a reminder, we had Tyson Fotheringham injured just last night in a JV game. Had to be taken to University of Utah for CAT scans. He's got some stretching of the ligaments that support the spinal cord, but all reports is that he's doing okay. Roberts hands off up the middle. Smith,
scary injury,
going to gain about 3 or 4 on the play. Good chunk of change on first down.
Good chunk of change, and Smith had a good head of steam going, and man, he got hit hard as he came through there.
So some defensive changes for the South Summit Wildcats. 7-0 our score. Roberts back to pass. Looking downfield. Has a receiver incomplete, intended for Brendan Hutchings, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and Roberts very wise. Threw it high to get it over the defenders, make sure there wasn't an interception. The problem was it just had to loft it a little bit too much, and Hutchings wasn't able to catch it.
So it'll be third down and 7 yards to go. Ball's approaching the 50-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Well, Roberts will keep it himself, and he's not going to get anything. Maybe a short gain on the play.
Well, Hutchings, it was a fake left. Hutchings came across on a trap and ran right into his blockers that were being blocked backwards by that big South Summit line. Just bottled things up.
So fourth down and a punt formation for the Beavers coming on. So it'll be Keaton Fells back for the Beavers. And standing at the 20-yard line will be, I think it's number 12, Santos, I believe. Fells with a kick. This one a little bit longer, still a short kick, fair catch called for. And they will receive that ball at about the 26-yard line.
Yeah, and again, it was another backward spinning pass. This time went quite a bit farther, but still South Summit with fair field position.
And the PA announcers lets the official had his mic on the field. So it'll be first down, 10 yards to go. And motion for South Summit to pitch out to the left side. That's number 15. He'll be taken down after a short gain.
Brought down by Wilson.
He's tackled by number 23, Braxton Wilson. A pickup of 7 yards.
So 7 yards.
Second and 3 for the Wildcats.
So we second down, 3 yards to go. I'll call it 4. $7:19 left in the first. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Averett. Averett hits, spins out, but this time he just keeps moving that pile forward. Should have lost a yard and ends up picking up about almost 2.
Yeah, should have lost a yard. The pile moves back and forth, and he just kept pounding.
Who was the first ball carrier on first down? That was
10.
10? And he gained 6 yards.
For the Wildcats.
Trying to do stats a little bit. Not my forte.
37-yard line, 36, 37.
That's your forte. Third down, 1 yard to go. Big down for the Beavers. And I think South Summit confident they can move that pile. And off up the middle to Averett. Averett, big hole. And he spins out of another tackle. He's loose on the side. And he's going to go down. Branson Blackburn with a touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah, you described it, touchdown-saving tackles. He dives, catches a shoestring, and is able to trip him up. But Averett, with that spin, has foiled almost every Beaver tackler so far.
And Averett on that carry goes all the way down to the 41. So how many yards, Dave?
16.
16 yards for Averett. 50 yards on the game for Averett. And he's got it on 7 carries. He's averaging 7 yards per carry and mainly just on strength.
Strength and spin.
And they reset. That would have been illegal motion. Nice job by the running back. Hand off to Averett up the middle. Averett spins again, goes down. Gain of about 2 on the play.
And Cord Snyder and Braxton Wilson in there to run him down.
I think it's going to be a steady diet of Cody Averett.
7.5 for the Wildcats.
Coach line splitting up the top is Ethan Miles. And in the slot, Isaac Tillett. Santos in motion. Back to pass. Has a wide open receiver. No one there. And he makes the catch. What a beautiful catch. Down inside the 10-yard line. Lost a cornerback on that one, Dave.
Yep, he left his man behind and made a quick run and caught that with one hand. Quite impressive.
So that takes the ball down inside the 10-yard line at the Beaver 7. And if it would have been a little bit more on target, he could have just thrown it up and let it go, as there was no one around.
Yeah, it was pretty lonely out there.
So it's going to be a pass, a slant pass, going to be knocked down at the line of scrimmage, and a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. And I'm not sure, they might have hit the receiver. So pass interference on the defense is the call.
Pass interference on the Beavers.
So it'll be half the distance, be about a 3.5-yard penalty.
And so the Beavers struggling against South Summit. South Summit with a big win last week as they dismantled, was it American Leadership Academy? I do not recall.
I would like to help you, but I don't know.
3.5 yards to go.
So it's a handoff to Averett. Nope. Jones keeps it, pitches out to the side, and Tillett with a 3-yard touchdown run. There will be a flag on the play.
Penalty marker down.
Somebody's mad about that one.
You think?
Holding against South Summit. That'll take away that touchdown run, Dave.
Against the Wildcats.
Well, and I'm sure the Beavers like that.
And Beaver fans like it, that's for sure. So 15.1 seconds left in the first quarter of play. 7-0 our score. South Summit looking to try to tack one more on. We'll see if they get, they stopped the clock on the penalty. They ran a lot of time off that clock, Dave. It's going to be Jones. Back to pass, looking to his left. Has a receiver. The ball's going to be tipped up in the air. Intercepted in the back of the end zone. So a nice job by the Beaver defense. They come up big and stop that drive.
Yeah, I didn't get to see who tipped it up, but they got an arm up just perfectly, and Braxton Wilson there to say thank you very much, teammate, and brings it down.
I'm not sure, but I think it might have been Branson Blackburn.
The Beavers take over deep in their own territory.
So Trey Young will bring the play in for the Beavers. This will probably be the last play of this first quarter of play. It's 7-0 South Summit, and the ball's on the 10-yard line. So an INT.
And that's 2 huge breaks for the Beavers. Holding that brings that touchdown back, and then that interception to stop the drive.
And it's going to be a pitch out to Young. Young around the right side. And Young's going to be fouled down inbounds. That'll do it for the first quarter of play. We'll be back with second quarter action on the Beaver Sports Network.
Beaver Sport and Pawn has Southern Utah's largest collection of firearms, including new, used, and hard-to-find weapons. Beaver Sport and Pawn also has ammo, fishing and camping gear, tools, books, boots, antiques, and much, much more. As always, Beaver Sport and Pawn offers free advice on any subject. Come visit Beaver Sport and Pawn at 91 North Main in Beaver or call 438-2100. That's 438-2100. Beaver Sport and Pawn is happy to support Beaver High School athletics on the Beaver Sports Network. Go Beavers!
Beaver Valley Chevron and Dairy Queen team up to keep you and your vehicle running smoothly. Beaver Valley Chevron is a 24-hour AAA towing service and repair facility with top-quality Chevron gas. You'll also appreciate their newly remodeled modern restrooms and Eager Beaver touchless car wash that offers the newest in car wash technology. And, of course, stop in Dairy Queen anytime for a variety of meal deals and irresistible ice cream treats. Visit Beaver Valley Chevron and Dairy Queen at the I-15 South exit in Beaver.
Scott Langford, David Howard, 7-0 at the end of one, Dave. And the Beavers they have the ball at their own 9-yard line. That's where they've started. And the South Summit Wildcats, pretty potent, but the Beavers playing well.
Beavers playing hard, playing well, and South Summit big and strong. And Beavers are putting up a good fight.
Yeah, I'll tell you how big and strong. They opened up with a win against Park City, 21-6. Lost narrowly to Morgan, 28-21, and then it defeated ALA, 62-7, Dave.
62-7.
Roberts option to the left side.
That's a bit of a commanding win.
It is a commanding win. Gain of 1. Had the pitch man on that one, and I thought he'd pitch that at the end, but there was some coverage out there.
It's like they're going to give him 3. It was a generous spot.
So in comes Trey Young. Out goes number 26 for the Beavers.
So Trey Young back in the lineup in the backfield. And
3rd and 7. Roberts under center. Roberts back to pass. Throws the ball up, and it's going to be Branson Blackburn up after it.
Oh.
Ooh, almost intercepted. And it'll be incomplete.
Well, triple coverage, and Branson gets a fingertip on it, but so does South Summit, almost brings it down. Fortunately for the Beavers, it was not intercepted.
So it'll be a punt situation for the Beavers as they go. Is it only 3rd? I believe it's 4th, isn't it?
It's 4th down.
4th down.
It's 4th down.
The referee reaches up and changes the marker.
Matthew Roberts is going to punt.
So Matthew Roberts back to kick for the Beavers. 2 short punts. And now Roberts, timeout by the Beavers, will take one as well. And they didn't have the punt team. We'll take a short break and be back after this 30-second break.
The results are in. Beaver Valley Hospital is ranked #1 in support of Beaver High School athletics. They also rank #1 in providing first-rate health care at a reasonable cost and offer a full range of services, including emergency and inpatient support, home health, and even hospice. The hospital food is prepared fresh daily, and people even like it. Beaver Valley Hospital also has an outstanding long-term care facility that helps take care of your loved ones who could use some compassionate assistance. Beaver Valley Hospital, with a staff and doctors you can trust.
All right, Dave, tell us about the players of the game here as we come back on the Beaver Sports Network, Beaver and punting formation.
Players of the game, we got Mike's Food Town offering a defensive player of the game, a DiGiorno pizza of that player's choice. Dairy Queen of Beaver will offer a value meal for another player of the game. The 2 players that put forth the most effort tonight will get those players of the game. We thank Dairy Queen of Beaver and Mike's Food Town for sponsoring those players of the game.
So Matthew Roberts back to kick, takes his time, gets a kick off. That one's a nice kick. Going to move the player back at the 47-yard line. And that is Tillett with the ball. Goes around the left side, has a wall of blockers. And he's going to go in, break 1 tackle, 2 tackles, and he's going to return this one 47 yards for the touchdown.
Well, it was a great punt, but unfortunately he got some great blocks, and Tillett took it to the house.
So from the 47-yard line, 47-yard punt return for a touchdown for number 15, Isaac Tillett. And just like that, South Summit regains the momentum, going up 13-0.
Yeah, South Summit showing they're for real, and they're not here to play around. So
for the PAT is Georgie. The kick is up and again deep. It's up and in, and that'll do it. 14-0 when we come back after this 30-second break.
For experienced help when buying or selling real estate, Coldwell Banker Advantage of Beaver is a wise choice. Local real estate broker Gary Brown can assist you in residential, commercial, or recreational properties. Call Coldwell Banker Advantage Realty in Beaver, 438-7777.
Majestic Financial Services in Beaver is an accounting firm that offers payroll, income tax preparation, and bookkeeping services for individuals and businesses. For an accounting firm you can trust, call Majestic Financial Services in Beaver, 438-7777.
14-0 our score. Scott Langford, David Howard, Walt Kirksick on the computer cameras, and got Scott McDonald down on a sideline cam. We'll show you a quick shot of that. Switch to the sideline cam there, Walt. Let's give a little view. Appreciate Scott McDonald being there on the sideline camera. It might make you a little sick, but it's a pretty good picture. And we'll pan back out for the kickoff. But Georgie back to kick the first two, Dave, through the end zone.
Yeah, he's got a leg, and when you say through the end zone, that's completely through the end zone. That's not landing in and bouncing out. That's just flying right through. As he's, you described it, collegiate quality kicker.
So Georgie lines up, kicks it deep to the end zone. This one might be playable as Trey Young goes up. Oh no, in the end zone. It'll be another touchback.
That one was about 8 yards shorter than the rest of them. So
Beaver will take over on their own 20-yard
a little teeny breeze coming out of the north. Not much, but
so the Beavers back in business, trying to get some momentum. It's pretty important that they're able to do that at this point.
Well, they got to get something going, change this momentum, as South Summit's had all the momentum so far. Beavers got to get back in the game right here on this drive.
So 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Matthew Roberts back to pass. Under a little bit of pressure. He escapes 1, 2 tacklers, breaks around the left side, and he's going to go down. And credit Matthew Roberts. That's a lot of pressure. He's going to gain 2.
Well, that's a lot of pressure. You're right, Scott. You know, getting whatever blocks he can, but he's taking a punishing back there, and that one, you can tell, really knocked the wind out of him.
Just a couple scores for you, Dave. The Millard Eagles 12, ALA 0. North Summit 7, Summit Academy 6. Those are 2 undefeated teams. And so that one's a close one. Enterprise 19-0 over Parowan. San Juan 14, North Severe 0. And then South Severe 7, Grand 0. Those are all in the first quarter. Here, it's 14-0. Matthew Roberts around the left side, follows a line of blockers. And he's going to get a nice gain on 2nd down. They'll bring up 3rd down and short.
Yeah, he got probably about 5 yards out of that, maybe 6. That'll put him at about 1 yard short of the 1st down, so they're going to give him 5.5 yards on that.
And they just moved another half yard, so it'll be 3rd down and 1 yard to go.
Give him a full 6, why not?
That time I actually saw the spot, so I was kind of cheating.
I was watching the liner.
Yeah. 9:43 left in the half. 14-0 South Summit on top. 3rd and 1. Roberts looks off the play. Down to the 5-second count. He sneaks forward. There'll be a flag on the play. This is probably against the Beavers. And we'll see. No, he's signaling. No, false start against the Beavers. So instead of 3rd and 1, it's 3rd down and 6. And that's a costly mistake, Dave.
Yeah, that's very costly. You know, they just had to do a quarterback sneak, and now they've got a big 5-yard chunk to get.
So McCoy Bergstrom comes in, Young out, and it's 3rd down 6 now at the 9:29. 2 players of the game. Mike's Food Town player of the game. You can get pizzas like DiGiorno pizzas or lots of stuff in the deli. Great stuff at Mike's Food Town on Main Street in Beaver. 3rd down, 6 yards to go. Roberts back to pass. Nice block picked up for the Beavers. Roberts under heavy pressure. There's going to be another flag down, spins, and he's going to get near 1st down yardage. Another flag comes out, and Matthew Roberts did a nice run.
Be repeating 3rd down on this, a holding and a face mask, and I think they'll cancel each other out.
So we'll see what happens. Got the 2 flags on the play. And we'll wait for the call from the line judge. And they're going to talk to the Beaver captains. And we'll see what happens. So the first call is he thinks he's talking, but he can't hear it. So face mask against South Summit, and a personal foul. Blow to the head by South Summit.
Oh, both on South Summit.
And they'll take the first one, and they'll accept the second one. And it'll be a first down for the Beavers all the way out to the 45-yard line.
Personal foul penalty called against South Summit.
Wow, those two big penalties.
So it's first down and 10, the ball at the 45. So the Beavers with somewhat of a break, although Matthew Roberts got the first down either way.
Yes, he did get the first down. They tacked it on the end of it.
So he gets the rushing yards.
He gets the rushing yards, and then they tacked that penalty on the end of it.
So we first down and 10. And there's going to be a flag on the play. That one's most likely defensive, lined up across the line of scrimmage.
Encroachment, yep. You called it.
I was watching the line. Didn't see any movement on the line. And so another penalty on South Summit. The Beavers with some life here and being aided by the Wildcats.
Well, however you move the ball, doesn't matter. Just get it moving. And the Wildcats have helped Beaver move the ball this time, and that's just enough momentum that Beaver needs.
So first down and 5. And Beavers come up the line. Fell split out to the right. Hutchings in the slot. Smith and Young. It's a handoff. No, it's a pass. Back to pass. Roberts is going to go down in the backfield. He's going to lose 5. Heavy pressure by Averett.
It's too bad he couldn't get more time because he had 2 wide open receivers, actually 3. All 3, Hutchings, Fels, and Blackburn, were wide open. But Blackburn down the middle would have been a touchdown strike if Matthew Roberts could have got that away, but he was just too much pressure on that blitz.
So the Beavers now facing after the 3-yard loss, second down and 13. Hope you enjoyed tonight's game on the Beaver Sports Network. Just a reminder, you can watch this game on YouTube anytime after the game. So it's second down, 13 yards to go. Roberts hands off to Smith. Smith goes up the middle. He's going to gain about 3 on the play.
Yeah, Smith pounds it up the middle again.
They're down in a long 8 for Beaver. Split out to the right now is Young. So 2 receivers to the left. Quick pass to Hutchings. Hutchings is going to be hit immediately, and Averett's right there. Not anything going. Gain of just about a half a yard. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, just barely a couple of blades of grass as they read that one all the way.
Yeah, Georgie in on the tackle, I guess, from his outside linebacker position. Now the Beavers, Matthew Roberts back into punt,
which does offer them an option of a fake, which I doubt they'll do.
Fourth down and 7. Snap is back. Roberts up, kicks a deep punt, and Santos goes all the way back to the 15-yard line. And Santos around the corner, and there's going to be 2 big blocks. There'll be a flag on that one. And it'll be, I think, contact to the head, but that one will go all the way back to the 25-yard line. Flag on the 35.
Yeah, as you saw that one coming with the new ruling there, you knew he wasn't going to let that one go.
No.
That's your Staples call of the game.
Yeah, and both hits a little high. And we'll see if they call blow to the head or if they call just a block in the back or a clip. And we'll see what happens. Beavers with 4 possessions, Beavers with 4 punts. And we wait for the official call. As officials sit and talk about it. I'm watching the replay right now. And both of them were absolutely hits to the head. And you can see that on the video. It was very, very clear.
Yeah, there was no doubt about it.
Yeah, blow to the head on South Summit. So the ball will go back from the 35 to the 25. They'll start first and 10.
Illegal helmet contact called against South Summit.
Right now it's at the 6:43 mark.
First and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 20-yard line.
So that was a 15-yarder. So I only had a 10, and it's 15, so it starts at the 20, Dave. Sorry.
They threw that flag about the 35. So a net gain of about 5 yards on the run.
Jones with the handoff to Averett. Averett. And Averett keeps fighting. He's going to gain 3 yards. He is tough to bring down.
He is tough to bring down, and Blackburn hanging on for dear life to bring him down.
Dave down in Blanding tells us 26-0 over North Sevier, the San Juan Broncos. And he's a sideline warning against the Beavers. And Coach Hutchins talks to him. Yes, my favorite call, Dave.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say it this time.
So it'll be second down and 6 yards to go. Jones, Tillett in motion. It's pitched to Tillett on the right side. Tillett, big wall of blockers, and he's going to get nice tackle by the Beavers. Only a short gain on the play.
Number 15, the ball carrier.
Smith and White and
Fails.
Cord Snyder in there.
Oh, it was Snyder, actually. Snyder did a nice job of holding on to that leg. So it's third down and 3. A big defensive play for the Beavers, as they've done a good job after surrendering 2 early scores. They've started to hold their own. Jones hands off up the middle, hit in the backfield. He's going to go down, and no gain on that one. It'll bring up fourth down and 3, and the ball's down.
And Snyder and Smith there to take him down.
So the punt team comes on for the South Summit Wildcats, and 4th and 3, they're going to play the odds. And it'll be number 25 back to kick. That's Harley Georgie again for South Summit. Matthew Roberts back at the 38-yard line for the Beavers. Kick is up. It's a low kick, going to land about the 40. And Roberts is going to take it.
You knew he was going to. Yeah,
we did.
You could see it. You could see it in his body language.
Absolutely no question.
He's a gutsy kid.
So the first punt of the game at the 5:04 mark of the second quarter for South Summit. Beaver will start with good field position, their best of the evening. Well, actually, they had a better one on the fumble, but 40 was about the 43-yard line.
43.
With 5:04 left, the Beavers a little desperate for some momentum. 14-0 our score, South Summit on top. Roberts under center, back to pass, looking downfield. Passes away and complete to Tavin Fales with one of his sideline specials for 12 yards.
Good completion there, and you can tell it's Tavin Fales because the ball is out of bounds and his feet are in bounds, and he's a frozen rope. He's perfected that little sideline catch.
He's got about 5 of those in the last 3 games.
One for a touchdown last week.
Yeah, it was. He's done a really nice job. So the ball's on the 44-yard line. And for the Beavers, it's going to have to be quick hitter passes. The defensive line putting great pressure on Roberts. Only 1 sack, though, or 2. Roberts back to pass, only to his right under pressure. Pass complete to Smith. Smith goes down, but he's going to gain about 7 yards. Nice play, one of those quick hitters we talked about.
Yep, and Matthew Roberts is able to get rid of the ball quicker as the pressure comes. He finds his receiver Smith and makes a great completion. So good first down yardage there.
So second down and a long 4. Bell split left. Hutchins in the slot. Bergstrom Smith behind Roberts. Takes a handoff. Roberts keeps it, fumbles the ball, and it's going to go down. Oh, Roberts recovers it. Loss of 5 on the play.
Well, he tried to pull the ball back out. Smith tried to hang on to it, and you see what happens there. Something's going to give.
Yeah, it looked like actually Roberts had a chance. And just couldn't quite keep a hold of it. So it's third down and 10. Call it 10 and a half. Roberts back to pass. Under pressure. And he's going to get hit and go down. And he goes down right at the line of scrimmage. No sack. Well, he's going to lose a yard, they said.
Yeah,
No, he gets right back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it depends on where they spot it.
He lost a half a yard that made it now 4th down and 11. So it'll be Matthew Roberts back to kick for Beaver.
Matthew Roberts on the front.
Playing a field position game now.
It'll be Santos and Tillett standing at about the 17-yard line. Now Santos goes back. Roberts with a punt, a nice kick to the corner. Santos is going to take it at the 6-yard line. Santos goes around to the left.
Great
tackle. Great tackle.
Beach him with that excellent open field tackle.
He's done that all season long on the special teams, and a gain of 4 on the return for Santos.
Well, that was just an amazing tackle.
I'm going to have to watch that one again back on the replay.
Wildcats on their own 10-yard line.
Just a reminder, you can watch this game afterwards if you want to repeat. I know we know you listen in for Statman Dave, but you can watch this on YouTube after the game. Just type in South Summit versus Beaver, and it'll come up. You can watch that game. 2:49 left in the half. It's 14-0. South Summit on top. Handoff up the middle to Averett. Averett breaks one tackle and keeps his feet and is going to go out of bounds. And what a great Averett's got great balance.
Great balance, and he's finally pushed out of bounds by Matthew Roberts.
Flag back on the line of scrimmage. I'm guessing that's in the area of holding.
Holding. This may be coming back.
Penalty marker down.
So we'll see what the call is.
Holding on the offense.
So it'll go back to the 5. It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Half the distance to the goal.
Yep, half the distance for the goal. So South Summit's been, they've had their own mistakes in this game.
Yes, they have, and it's helped be a couple of Beavers drives, and it's hurt some of theirs.
So he first down and 15 after the penalty rather than 1st and 10. In motion is Santos, handoff to Averett. Averett trying to get free. Team tackle and a gain of only 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that time is great movement through the line by Blackburn as he wraps him up quick.
So no gain on the play.
Stopped by Branson Blackburn.
It'll be 2nd down and 9. Oh, 14, excuse me. Down to almost 2 minutes left in this first half of play. South Summit gets the ball to start the second half of play. And the Beavers so far has done really well to keep the South Summit Wildcats offense down with some help from penalties.
Yes, they have, and they'd like to keep them pinned down here, right here in this end of the end zone.
Jones with the pitch out to Santos,
big
hole. And Santos with a break, 2 breaks, and trying to get free, and he's going to get first down yardage. And Santos with a nice run, but you see that wall of blockers.
Well, I'll tell you what, big block, huge block by Bradley Matthew as he took that end run clear to the end zone. He held that block and pushed him clear to the end zone. Santos gets a big first down, but thank Bradley Matthews for that.
Jones with a quick pass to Santos, and the ball's loose on the field, and they're going to recover it, and they're going to say Beaver High School football, and another break for the Beavers, and it's going to go down as a turnover.
Tavin Fells comes up with the fumble recovery.
So it ends up being a fumble, and what a big break for the Beavers, 1:36 left, and they'll start at the South Summit 18-yard line. Timeout on the field. We'll take it as well and be back after this.
Dairy Farmers of America is a proud supporter of Beaver High School. For the very best at cheese products direct from the factory, visit the Chalet at DFA Cache Valley Cheese in Beaver. They carry a nice selection of cheese, including fresh curd, cheddar, Monterey Jack, Swiss, and Colby. Stop in and check out their wide variety of cheese gift boxes and crafts, too. And they offer shipping. Visit their website at dfamilk.com and click on DFA Mart and then on the picture of the Beaver store. That's DFA Cache Valley Cheese in Beaver.
Scott Langford, David Howard, we just saw that play on replay. One of the benefits of having the tape delay is that we get to watch it online just like you see it. And we watched that play. Definitely a backward pass, Dave.
Definitely a backward pass. Pitched it back there and fell to empty space, and Tavin Fells jumped on it.
So now the Beavers in the red zone at the 18-yard line. Roberts back to pass, has some space, runs forward, and he's going to go forward across down to about the 12-yard line. He'll gain 5 or 6 on the play.
Boy, a little high-low action there. Matthew Roberts taking some tough hits.
Call it a gain of 5. So it'll be 2nd down and 5. Down to 1:16 left. The Beavers with 2 timeouts left in this first half. Bell split to the right. Roberts back to pass, rolling to his right, looking for an open receiver. and has the ball loose, and it's almost intercepted. A little dangerous, and Roberts goes down at the end of that one.
Well, he held it as long as he possibly could, had all the pressure all around him, waiting for something to develop. And they lowered the boom on him as soon as he threw it.
Roberts has taken some hits and been really game. So it'll be 3rd down, 6 yards to go. Under a minute to play in the half. Beavers down 14-0. Split to the right, fails. Roberts back to pass, screen play to Blackburn. Blackburn goes ahead, and he's going to be pushed forward. Looks like a 1st down and goal as he gets down to the 6-yard line.
It's close to a 1st down, and it's
8 yards.
8 yards. They're going to give it to him.
That's correct. The clock will run, so it's down to 50 seconds left. 5 yards, ball on the 5. Matthew Roberts under center. Fakes the handoff over to pass to the right side. Pass complete, Brennan Hutchings, but he's going to be out of bounds at the 1 yard line, and the Beavers call timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well and be back after this.
For gas, snacks, and dependable service on your car or truck, visit Eagles Landing Flying J and High Country Chevron in Beaver. Mark Yardley and the staff offer convenience items, groceries, fountain drinks, sandwiches, and other goodies. You'll also find a full line of gifts and souvenirs, as well as your favorite gas and oil products. Stop by both locations at the North I-15 interchange in Beaver, High Country Chevron, and Eagles Landing Flying J. Happy to support Beaver High School sports.
Welcome back on the Beaver Sports Network, and we'll have a little sideline cam on this one. Scott McDonald will film the action as we'll show it to you straight from the sideline. Tell him to pan out just a little. And we'll show you the offensive line rush and try to get a good picture of it. So here it goes. We're down to 1 and a foot. Roberts out, and he's going to dive forward. Touchdown, Beaver!
Ever the tricky Matthew Roberts. Pulls up for a pitch and then tucks it back in and goes.
That's a big play, Dave. 25.3 seconds left.
Well, that's that gets them right back in the ball game. 7-14. That was the final score last year, and going into halftime, that's respectable. Beavers getting themselves back in this ball game.
Keaton Fells back to kick for the Beavers for the PAT.
Guess I counted this before he kicked it.
Snap is back. The kick is blocked, and it's going to be taken. Nope, not in the air, and that'll be in no good. And for the Beavers, a bad break, but it's 14-6. The Beavers on the board. Dave, big momentum change for the Beavers on that.
That's a lesson for you there, Scott. Don't count your goals before they're kicked.
That's right. South Summit, good penetration on that PAT.
Yeah, they did, and the snap was a little high and brought it down. By the time he got it down, South Summit was all over it, just knocked it out of the air.
So now Beaver will kick off. Now, here's where the danger comes in, Dave, is you've got, troubles on the kickoff.
Well,
got Santos back there and Averett back there.
Hopefully they have some good special teams coverage.
It'll be Tillett and Santos back. Both of those pretty speedy receivers. Tillett just a junior, Santos a senior.
Well, and South Summit will have the ball coming out of the halftime. So it was good for Beaver to get on the board right before going in.
14-6. Fales comes up, a nice deep kick this time, taken at the 4-yard line. Good job by Fales. There's going to be Santos around that right side with a big lane around the side, and he's going to go out of bounds. Oh, big hit out there.
Fales.
We'll see who that is.
Keaton Fales. Lowered the boom on him out of bounds.
Fales the kicker. He's supposed to be back.
Oh, no, it was Branson Blackburn. Sorry.
Oh, it was Blackburn?
It was Blackburn. First I thought it was Fales, but Blackburn got up off of him, so.
So now with 18 seconds left, they put in an extra defensive back. That's number 37. Oh, no. He was going to get the tee. I thought, wow, they're going to put in a little guy clear back there. And Jones back to pass, looks downfield, has a receiver open, and if he catches it, it could be a touchdown. And
Santos almost had another one.
Yeah, it was pretty close. Santos with a good amount of speed there.
3 inches away from being caught for a touchdown.
Very, very close. Now the tee comes off the field. So the 12.4 seconds left. South not content to just go into the half.
No, they want to tack it on if they can. They don't want Beaver getting any ideas about getting back into this game. They knew how tough they were at the state game last year and how much they had to fight for it.
So Hutchings and Roberts back in the free safeties. Jones back to pass, hands off to Averett around the right side. Averett is going to go out of bounds, and he's going to gain about 6 yards on the play. A flag comes from way back, and we'll see what happens. That one came from about 30 yards back, Dave.
Yeah, it did. Don't know what it is.
Oh, a hit to the head against the Beavers. That's a 15-yard penalty. That'll take it down to the 45-yard line.
Against the Beavers.
Now the Beavers with a penalty. That leaves the ball with 4.6 seconds left. Time for one play. Probably a shot to the end zone. And the Beavers want to hold on this one. We saw this last night at BYU, a Hail Mary that was a prayer that was answered.
Yeah, that was unfortunate ending of the first half.
Back to pass, Jones looking to his left, has a receiver, almost intercepted, right through his hands.
Young.
And, it was very close. 0.1 seconds left, so there was one more chance. Tice Radden out there just unable to come down with it, and he had a whole lot of real estate in front of him.
Yes, he did. If he could have hung on to that, might have got exciting for a second.
So now it'll be 0.1 seconds. And some of the Beaver fans complaining about the clock stop. What's the purpose of having the home field advantage if the clock stops with 0.1? I mean, no one would have noticed if you just ran that out. But Jones gets one more crack at it. Jones back to pass, looking downfield.
Holding. Oh, block in the back.
Block in the back.
The ref wasn't
Pass
looking.
is incomplete. No good. And that'll do it for the first half of play. 14-6, the Beavers score a late one, and we've got a ball game here at Beaver High School, and we'll come back. It's halftime on the Beaver Sports Network.
Hi, this is Len at Fishlake Lumber Hardware, where I'd like to welcome you to our new paint studio, where we offer Valspar, Clark & Kensington, and Royal paints for your painting experiences. Clark & Kensington is rated #1 in customer reports. We also have a new setup of paint sundry items to make your painting experiences as easy and fun as possible. I'd like to welcome y'all to come out and check out our new facility.
Mike's Food Town in Beaver is proud to serve Beaver County with a wide selection of items at competitive prices. Mike's Food Town is your friendly hometown grocer with the choicest cuts of meat prepared daily. They also go the extra mile to offer the freshest produce on a daily basis. Stop by Mike's Food Town and you'll find out about the super savings in every department. That's Mike's Food Town, located at 270 North Main in Beaver. Happy to support Beaver High School's athletic and academic programs. That's Mike's Food Town.
Hunters and fishing enthusiasts love to visit Ray's 66B store in Beaver because it makes every excursion a success. You'll find everything you need, including an excellent variety of grocery items and snacks, top-grade Trop Arctic motor oil to help your car's engine last longer, clean-running Phillips 66 gasoline, and even diesel fuel. That's why Ray's 66 has been the only stop for any road trip. Ray's 66B store is open from 5 a.m. until 10 p.m. 7 days a week at 290 South Main in Beaver. Happy to support Beaver High School.
Serving Beaver County residents and I-15 travelers, SouthCreek Shell in Beaver offers everything from a Burger King restaurant, gas and snacks, to fitting your vehicle with a brand new set of tires. SouthCreek Shell stocks a full line of dependable Michelin and Bridgestone tires with over 1,200 tires in stock. Whether you need a new set of tires, flat tire repair, pinpoint balancing, snacks, or gas, stop by the SouthCreek Shell at the South I-15 interchange in Beaver. SouthCreek Shell is a proud sponsor of Beaver High School athletics.
Service is important on any insurance policy, whether it's auto, home, life, or health insurance, and you can count on your Beaver area Good Neighbor State Farm agent, Brent Stapley, to give you the best service possible. Whether you have a claim or just need information about insurance, your State Farm agent is there with the good neighbor service we're famous for. See State Farm agent Brent Stapley in Beaver for all your insurance needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call 438-5451, 438-5451. When you're in the mood for mouth-watering dishes prepared by the finest chefs in Utah, visit Timberline Inn in Beaver. For a family dinner outing or for a night out with that special someone, experience fine dining for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at Timberline Inn. Timberline also offers catering services for both small groups or large gatherings, and you can't beat their popular lunch and dinner specials offered daily. Timberline Inn is open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and located on the South I-15 interchange in Beaver. Call for catering 438-2474.
Welcome back to Beaver Sports Network. Scott Langford, David Howard. We've got the sideline camera with Scott McDonald and Walt Kirksick on the computer and camera. We do appreciate all of you, all the sponsors. Make this possible on the Beaver Sports Network. Right now we've got the Beaver cheer group out, and I believe Scott McDonald will try to get a piece of the action down on the field as he pans out and looks at those young ladies. An awesome job down there on the field by the eye in the sky, or the eye on the field, Scott McDonald. Dave, let's take a look at just quickly the scoring summaries as the Beavers, with a punt to start the game, they received the kickoff, and then immediately it was South Summit taking it down 51 yards on the short punt, and they score at the 6-12 mark to make it 7-0.
Yeah, very strong first drive, made an opening statement, and that they were here on official business, and quite easily marched their way down.
After that, it was the Beavers with another punt, an interception thrown by South Summit with two first-half miscues by them. Then Beaver had to punt, and as the Beavers punted, South Summit's number 15, Tillett, first name Isaac Tillett, with a 47-yard punt return for touchdown, and just inside the second quarter, it was already 14-0. Looked like the route was on.
Well, unfortunate special team coverage by the Beavers, as they got a really good punt off, but then Tillett just picked his way around and got that second score. And, yeah, you're right. It looked like they were going to run away with it, with those two quick scores. But you got to hand it to the Beavers. They stiffened up and came right back into it.
They certainly did. So what happened after that is that the Beavers were forced to punt, and then South Summit forced to punt. The Beavers punted again, and then it was a fumble recovery by the Beavers at the 25.3, with about a minute and a half left, and then the Beavers, Matthew Roberts with that 1-yard run to make it halftime 14-6.
Yeah, Matthew Roberts, he's a gutsy kid, and you saw him on that punt return coverage right in his face, but you could see he was going to take it right off the bounce, and dangerous taken. That's just the kind of thing he does, and on that 1-yard line, he had the pitch, man. He was going to get hit. He pulled up, faked the pitch, and then tucked it back in and just dove in for the end zone.
So that'll do it with the scoring summary. When we come back, we'll have stats with Statman Dave, and it's halftime on the Beaver Sports Network.
If there's a community improvement project in the works, you will usually find many of our employees in the middle of it, doing what they can to help out. They're hometown people, just like you. They belong to service groups, church groups, and other community service organizations that work to make the hometowns we serve better places to live. Utah Independent Bank, member FDIC. Hometown people, hometown spirit.
Sensitive, gentle, and personal service are all words that describe Beaver Family Dental. Dr. David S. Howard, Shanna, Shawnee, and Jody are committed to ensuring that you have teeth that look good, feel good, and last a lifetime. Beaver Family Dental invests time and money in staying up to date on all the latest procedures and techniques that can help improve your self-esteem and change the shape of your smile. Call 438-2931 or visit their new office at 55 North, 400 East in Beaver. Beaver Family Dental, where smiles begin. The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Doctors Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Dave Menti, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioner Lindsay Cheney, Rebecca Rasmussen, and Wade Hallingshead. The Beaver Medical Clinic offers affordable health care and convenient payment options with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
Beaver Sport and Pawn has Southern Utah's largest collection of firearms, including new, used, and hard-to-find weapons. Beaver Sport and Pawn also has ammo, fishing and camping gear, tools, books, boots, antiques, and much, much more. As always, Beaver Sport and Pawn offers free advice on any subject. Come visit Beaver Sport and Pawn at 91 North Main in Beaver or call 438-2100. That's 438-2100. Beaver Sport and Pawn is happy to support Beaver High School athletics on the Beaver Sports Network. Go Beavers!
It's halftime on the Beaver Sports Network. Scott Langford, David Howard. We've got Scott McDonald on the sideline cam. And, of course, we've got our favorite Statman Dave. And this halftime stat sponsored by Beaver Family Dental. We know you fill cavities and stuff, but what else do you do at Beaver Family Dental?
We make people smile. And we have a good time. You know, we do a lot of aesthetic work. We do a lot of crown and bridge work, dentures. We do it all. It's a lot of fun.
So
I wasn't quite done with that, but.
Well, then take it back.
I'll take it back.
So you can do a lot at Beaver Family Dental and longtime sponsors. And sponsoring the stats, Beaver Family Dental.
Beaver Family Dental.
Do you have any for us?
I've got some stats. Blackburn has 20 yards in receiving. Fells 29 yards in receiving. Smith with 7. And Hutchings with 5.
Yeah, Hutchings has been kind of the leading receiver so far. He and Fells both, but they've put the clamps on Brendan Hutchings in this first half.
They've definitely had their eye on him and haven't let him get away from him. And Beaver's had a tough time on the ground. Tough time getting through that line.
So the total rushing yards, what were they?
Total rushing yards for Beaver was 40, I believe, 36. Passing yards were 61. Rush yards for South Summit were 106. Their passing yards were 40. So 112 total yards for Beaver and 131 yards for South Summit.
So really quite close, and if
it shows in the score.
It certainly does.
And the surprising stat is Beaver has 12 first downs, South Summit has 11. But you've had some penalties that have helped them with their first down. So
we certainly have. And so a very close game here at Beaver High School. And any other notable stats, Dave?
I think that's about it, Scott. It's just as the score indicates, it's a very close game and not a lot of big numbers on the stat category as well as on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's a great game here. It's the defending state champs being hosted by the Beaver Beavers. We'll take another break on our Beaver Sports Network halftime. We'll break after the school song. We'll let you watch the cheerleaders, and when we come back, we'll have the second half tip-off from Beaver High School.
Beaver Valley Chevron and Dairy Queen team up to keep you and your vehicle running smoothly. Beaver Valley Chevron is a 24-hour AAA towing service and repair facility with top-quality Chevron gas. You'll also appreciate their newly remodeled modern restrooms and Eager Beaver touchless car wash that offers the newest in car wash technology. And, of course, stop in Dairy Queen anytime for a variety of meal deals and irresistible ice cream treats. Visit Beaver Valley Chevron and Dairy Queen at the I-15 South exit in Beaver.
The results are in. Beaver Valley Hospital is ranked number 1 in support of Beaver High School athletics. They also rank number 1 in providing first-rate health care at a reasonable cost and offer a full range of services, including emergency and inpatient support, home health, and even hospice. The hospital food is prepared fresh daily, and people even like it. Beaver Valley Hospital also has an outstanding long-term care facility that helps take care of your loved ones who could use some compassionate assistance. Beaver Valley Hospital, with a staff and doctors you can trust.
For experienced help when buying or selling real estate, Coldwell Banker Advantage of Beaver is a wise choice. Local real estate broker Gary Brown can assist you in residential, commercial, or recreational properties. Call Coldwell Banker Advantage Realty in Beaver, 438-7777.
Majestic Financial Services in Beaver is an accounting firm that offers payroll, income tax preparation, and bookkeeping services for individuals and businesses. For an accounting firm you can trust, call Majestic Financial Services in Beaver, 438-7777.
Dairy Farmers of America is a proud supporter of Beaver High School. For the very best in cheese products direct from the factory, visit the chalet at DFA Cache Valley Cheese in Beaver. They carry a nice selection of cheese, including fresh curd, cheddar, Monterey Jack, Swiss, and Colby. Stop in and check out their wide variety of cheese gift boxes and crafts, too. And they offer shipping. Visit their website at dfamilk.com and click on DFA Mart and then on the picture of the Beaver store. That's DFA Cache Valley Cheese in Beaver.
For gas, snacks, and dependable service on your car or truck, visit Eagles Landing Flying J and High Country Chevron in Beaver. Mark Yardley and the staff offer convenience items, groceries, fountain drinks, sandwiches, and other goodies. You'll also find a full line of gifts and souvenirs, as well as your favorite gas and oil products. Stop by both locations at the North I-15 Interchange in Beaver, High Country Chevron, and Eagles Landing Flying J. Happy to support Beaver High School sports.
Hi, this is Len at Fishlake Lumber Hardware, where I'd like to welcome you to our new paint studio, where we offer Valspar, Clark & Kensington, and Royal paints for your painting experiences. Clark & Kensington is rated number 1 in customer reports. We also have a new setup of paint sundry items to make your painting experiences as easy and fun as possible. I'd like to welcome you all to come out and check out our new facility.
Welcome back on the Beaver Sports Network. Scott Langford, David Howard, and Walt Kirksick on the camera/computer. And, of course, we've got the eye in the sky, Scott McDonald, down on the field. And as you mentioned, he's the guy on the grass tonight. You said something else, but I said that was probably not an appropriate nickname. And
you know what? I think he's just he's the raptor, you know? He's just
anyway,
just lurks around and
it's halftime.
Watch out, because he's filming you.
South Summit back on the field as we get ready for second half play. I think we're going to have another 3-minute break. And we're going to take another break on the Beaver Sports Network halftime, and we'll take 2 minutes to be back with second half action and the Beaver Family Beaver Family Dental keys to the game after this.
Mike's Food Town in Beaver is proud to serve Beaver County with a wide selection of items at competitive prices. Mike's Food Town is your friendly hometown grocer with the choicest cuts of meat prepared daily. They also go the extra mile to offer the freshest produce on a daily basis. Stop by Mike's Food Town and you'll find out about the super savings in every department. That's Mike's Food Town, located at 270 North Main in Beaver. Happy to support Beaver High School's athletic and academic programs. That's Mike's Food Town.
Hunters and fishing enthusiasts love to visit Ray's 66B store in Beaver because it makes every excursion a success. You'll find everything you need, including an excellent variety of grocery items and snacks, top-grade Trop Arctic motor oil to help your car's engine last longer, clean-running Phillips 66 gasoline, and even diesel fuel. That's why Ray's 66 has been the only stop for any road trip. Ray's 66B store is open from 5 a.m. until 10 p.m. 7 days a week at 290 South Main in Beaver. Happy to support Beaver High School.
Serving Beaver County residents and I-15 travelers, SouthCreek Shell in Beaver offers everything from a Burger King restaurant, gas and snacks, to fitting your vehicle with a brand new set of tires. SouthCreek Shell stocks a full line of dependable Michelin and Bridgestone tires with over 1,200 tires in stock. Whether you need a new set of tires, flat tire repair, pinpoint balancing, snacks, or gas, stop by the SouthCreek Shell at the South I-15 Interchange in Beaver. SouthCreek Shell is a proud sponsor of Beaver High School athletics.
Service is important on any insurance policy, whether it's auto, home, life, or health insurance, and you can count on your Beaver area Good Neighbor State Farm agent, Brent Stapley, to give you the best service possible. Whether you have a claim or just need information about insurance, your State Farm agent is there with the Good Neighbor service we're famous for. See State Farm agent Brent Stapley in Beaver for all your insurance needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call 438-5451, 438-5451. When you're in the mood for mouth-watering dishes prepared by the finest chefs in Utah, visit Timberline Inn in Beaver. For a family dinner outing or for a night out with that special someone, experience fine dining for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at Timberline Inn. Timberline also offers catering services for both small groups or large gatherings, and you can't beat their popular lunch and dinner specials offered daily. Timberline Inn is open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and located on the South I-15 interchange in Beaver. Call for catering 438-2474.
If there's a community improvement project in the works, you will usually find many of our employees in the middle of it, doing what they can to help out. They're hometown people, just like you. They belong to service groups, church groups, and other community service organizations that work to make the hometowns we serve better places to live. Utah Independent Bank, member FDIC. Hometown people, hometown spirit.
Scott Langford, David Howard, and DeWalt, as well as the Eye in the Sky, Scott McDonald on field side. Just a reminder, this game tonight's on KSL Game Night Live. So tonight at Channel 5, I believe you'll be able to watch the highlights of this one. So tune in and watch. Now, for the Beaver Family Dental keys to the second half, Dr. Statman David Howard.
And we are smiling.
Oh, that's better.
At the Beaver Family Dental.
That's good.
Hey,
so I got a question.
You know, the two keys. I just got two keys for you, and they apply to both teams. Penalties and turnovers. It's going to come down to that. If you can keep from making the mistakes, getting the penalties, and hang on to the ball, I think that team's going to come out the advantage.
So that's the keys to the second half. Now that's a 15-yard penalty. That's costly.
Wow.
The Beavers late coming out on the field, and I guess it's officially an unsportsmanlike conduct call.
I thought that would be like a 5-yard penalty. They tagged 15.
15 yards. So the Beavers start off with a mistake to start this second half. They have to kick off from the 25 instead of the 40. So I guarantee this one won't be a touchback.
You think? I don't know. It might be close.
Fails, takes a putt. It's going to go right off the player and then downed. And not a great break for the Beavers. As another mistake to start this second half, and they start on the Beaver 40-yard line.
Excellent field positions. It tags the player right in the back, and his teammate downs it in Beaver territory on the 40-yard line.
So already the South Summit Wildcats with the edge in field position. Trey Young comes in the game. How to help on the corner. And there's going to be a
timeout Beaver.
Timeout the Beavers. And we'll see if they actually call a timeout.
That's a costly timeout.
Timeout Beavers, minute to break, and we'll be back.
Sensitive, gentle, and personal service are all words that describe Beaver Family Dental. Dr. David S. Howard, Shanna, Shawnee, and Jody are committed to ensuring that you have teeth that look good, feel good, and last a lifetime. Beaver Family Dental invests time and money in staying up to date on all the latest procedures and techniques that can help improve your self-esteem and change the shape of your smile. Call 438-2931 or visit their new office at 55 North, 400 East in Beaver. Beaver Family Dental, where smiles begin. The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Doctors Noel Robinson.
Jones back in the shotgun. He takes it himself up the middle. He's going to gain about 5 yards on the first play of the second half. And, the Beavers open up in a little bit of disarray, Dave.
Yeah, they got that penalty to start off with, and then a little confusion on the defense, and then Jones up the middle, and Beaver's slow to recover, but Gideon White is able to bring him down after 5 yards.
Beaver 35-yard line.
So second down, 5 yards to go. Just underway in second half action. We'll have some scores with you after this next play. It's handoff to Averett up the middle. Averett is going to go forward, but he's tackled, and it'll be
Cord
looks
Snyder.
like a first down.
First down, but Cord Snyder brings him down, but he's going to get 6 yards off of that.
A couple scores for you in the 2A ranks. It's Layton Christian 13, Gunnison 12, and they're almost halftime. 32-0 Millard over ALA at half. Summit Academy 6, North Summit 13 at half. Enterprise 35, Perwin 0. That one's at the half also. 40-0 San Juan over North Severe, and then South Severe 21, Grand 7 at half. In motion is Tillett. Tillett on the right side. And he's going to go down, tackled there by number 26, Bergstrom.
Bergstrom able to bring him down. Tillett with a good head of steam.
Has 5 yards on the carry. And it'll be second down. It might be, it's a long 5. Just a reminder, we'll have 2 players of the game. Dave, the first one, the Mike's Food Town player of the game.
Mike's will offer a DiGiorno pizza to that player.
Jones in the shotgun. Keeps it himself, and he's going to go down. A short gain on the play. Call it 2 or 3, and he'll be third and short.
And Cord Snyder again on the tackle.
And there's a player down. This one for South Summit. And we'll have to see who that player is who's down. He looks like he's in a lot of pain. And we'll take a short break while they attend to the player. And be back after this.
Beaver Sport and Pawn has Southern Utah's largest collection of firearms, including new, used, and hard-to-find weapons. Beaver Sport and Pawn also has ammo, fishing and camping gear, tools, books, boots, antiques, and much, much more. As always, Beaver Sport and Pawn offers free advice on any subject. Come visit Beaver Sport and Pawn at 91 North Main in Beaver or call 438-2100. That's 438-2100.
Dairy Farmers of America is a proud supporter of Beaver High School. For the very best in cheese products direct from the factory, visit the chalet at DFA Cache Valley Cheese in Beaver. They carry a nice selection of cheese, including fresh curd, cheddar, Monterey Jack, Swiss, and Colby. Stop in and check out their wide variety of cheese gift boxes and crafts, too. And they offer shipping. Visit their website at dfamilk.com and click on DFA Mart and then on the picture of the Beaver store. That's DFA Cache Valley Cheese in Beaver.
Scott Langford, David Howard, Walt Kirksick, Scott McDonald, and the player is up and moving. That's good news.
That's always good news, and that was Everett.
Especially when it's the defending 2A state champ, Colby Averett, and we sure hope he's okay. That is a disastrous kind of injury for South Summit.
He must have just had the wind knocked at him because he seems to be walking fine.
Good news. We'll try to see what it looks like for him. He goes for a little walk down the sideline, flexing that left knee, and he looks to be healthy. Third down, 3 yards to go. Averett looks good on the sideline, warming up.
Yeah, looks like he's going to be all right.
So it's Jones stays in the shotgun. In motion, and Jones keeps himself, pitches out, and it's going to be a nice run by number 21, and he'll go for the touchdown, and he's going to go 23 yards for the score.
Yeah, as he just made a run down that sideline, some missed tackling, and away he goes.
And was it 23 yards?
It is. 22, actually.
So 22-yard touchdown. And, just the Beavers have struggled with tackling all evening long, and that was no exception. Had him at the line of scrimmage, but you got to give credit to the strong South Summit runners.
Yeah, they're quick, and they get out there in position quick feet.
And with Averett out of the lineup, they're trying to get a player on. And they get him on just in time. Kick is up. And good. Our score, 21-6 when we come back.
Beaver Sport and Pawn has Southern Utah's largest collection of firearms, including new, used, and hard-to-find weapons. Beaver Sport and Pawn also has ammo, fishing and camping gear, tools, books, boots, antiques, and much, much more. As always, Beaver Sport and Pawn offers free advice on any subject. Come visit Beaver Sport and Pawn at 91 North Main in Beaver or call 438-2100. That's 438-2100. Beaver Sport and Pawn is happy to support Beaver High School athletics on the Beaver Sports Network. Go Beavers!
Beaver Valley Chevron and Dairy Queen team up to keep you and your vehicle running smoothly. Beaver Valley Chevron is a 24-hour AAA towing service and repair facility with top-quality Chevron gas. You'll also appreciate their newly remodeled modern restrooms and Eager Beaver touchless car wash that offers the newest in car wash technology. And, of course, stop in Dairy Queen anytime for a variety of meal deals and irresistible ice cream treats. Visit Beaver Valley Chevron and Dairy Queen at the I-15 South exit in Beaver.
The results are in. Beaver Valley Hospital is ranked #1 in support of Beaver High School athletics. They also rank #1 in providing first-rate health care at a reasonable cost and offer.
Here's the kickoff. It's 21-6 our score. Wow. This one's going to go deep in the end zone for a touchback yet again. And it'll be a touchback 20-yard line for the Beavers.
Young is able to field that one at the -8 end zone line.
Yeah. It's a really great kicker. That's Harley Georgie. He's a senior. Stays out at linebacker. I'll bet he's a soccer player.
I'll bet he scores a lot, too.
So it's 1st and 10. The Beavers need to reestablish momentum. South Summit goes 40 yards in their first time. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to... Oh, it's going to be Radden with the carry.
Number 32,
Tice Radden, the freshman, with that run up the middle.
He's had some touches before, and good little 5-yard jaunt there. 5.5. They keep moving that chain. He might get up to first down.
So the Beavers come back up to the line. 2nd down, 5 yards to go. 2 receivers left. That's Smith and Terry. Up to the top is Hutchings. Roberts sneaks ahead. He's going to get, call it about 3 yards. And it'll be 3rd down and short.
Well, 3 tough yards. He drags a couple of players, and they've only got a yard to go. We saw this before, and they got a penalty.
Yeah. So 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Just underway in third quarter action. It's 21-6, South Summit on top. And the Beavers looking to reestablish their momentum. Roberts with a quarterback sneak. He's going to gain about 3 on the play. Call it 2, and he'll have the first down.
Yeah, a good hard charge right off the center's left side and just dives, pounds, runs right through there for a first down.
8:50 left in the third. 21-6. Split to the left is Terry and Smith. 2 receivers to the right. And Roberts is going to get hit. Oh, breaks out of a tackle. There's a helmet-to-helmet hit, and he'll gain about 4 yards on the play. I thought he was going to go down with a sack.
So did I, and tough kid. He fights his way out of it.
Yeah, did a great job.
Gets 5 yards out of it.
So Fales in with the play. He'll bring it out to Roberts.
25.
Good news for South Summit fans. Colby Averett back in his familiar linebacker position for South Summit. Kind of a scary moment.
Yeah, you hate to see kids go down.
Roberts back to pass, has a pass intended, almost intercepted, and he was hit as he threw.
And you talk about Averett, and there he is making a dive on that ball.
Pass intended for
so it'll be 3rd down now and about 7, what do you say, 7?
6.
3rd and 6. And Terry brings the play in for the Beavers. A little bit of confusion on the line. Roberts back to pass, rolling to his left. Has a receiver downfield. And a beautiful catch by, I believe, Brennan Hutchings. And Hutchings with a great job. As what a beautiful catch.
Yeah, but there's a flag on the play. Flag down, so hang on.
Oh, they're gonna call hit to the head. And I believe it goes from the end of the run.
On Beaver. Hit to the head on Beaver.
Now, I'm surprised that doesn't go on the end of the run rather than...
Ineligible receiver downfield.
So for the Beavers, it's just that 5-yard penalty. He actually motioned to hit to the head, I thought.
It looked like it.
Maybe we're just used to that one, huh?
I guess so.
We'll have to. I'll watch it on the replay. So the Beavers with a big mistake on that one.
11 for the Beavers.
Unfortunate because they had a 23-yard reception for a first down, and Hutchings made a heck of a catch as he dove behind the cover man to bring that ball in.
So it'll be 3rd down now and 11. And Hutchings just a beautiful reception nullified. Roberts under pressure, throws a pass, and it's going to be attempted to be completed. And intended for Tavin Fales, no good. And South Summit right there on the coverage. Pretty safe pass by Roberts. I thought that was a good
very
call.
Safe pass. It was out of bounds. It was, again, that position where Tavin stretches out and gets it and, safe. But Fales that time hit as the ball came, so he's unable to get it.
So it'll be Matthew Roberts back to punt at the 7:32 mark of the 3rd quarter of play. It's 21-6, South Summit defending 2A champs. Odds-on favorite for the next one. Roberts with a kick down the left side. It's going to take a Beaver bounce, and a great kick down.
Stepped out.
Yeah, he stepped out. Santos steps out, but he's going to let him keep running. And Santos around the left side. It looks like he's going to go for a touchdown, if I were to guess. The only one that has a chance is Tice Radden. And Radden will not get there, and he will go for the touchdown. And, Dave, I believe he stepped out of bounds.
Stepped out twice. Clearly stepped out twice. Let's watch that on the replay.
I hope we get it, that sideline. And so, doesn't matter, makes it 27-6. There is a flag on the play. And Beaver coaching staff might have saw the same thing. So it's double personal fouls on both teams, one of those favorite ones. Roberts back to punt.
So
7:09
is that a sideline penalty, warning penalty on the Beavers? Is that what that was?
No, that was the double. You got 2 personal fouls.
Double personal fouls.
Yeah. So how many yards was that for? I believe it was.
It was 18. So that was 68.
68 yards for Rockhill, number 11.
Yep.
So Halen Rockhill, senior. That's a 2nd punt return for touchdown by South Summit. Kickoff, PAT is good, and that's it. 28-6 when we come back.
For experienced help when buying or selling real estate, Coldwell Banker Advantage of Beaver is a wise choice. Local real estate broker Gary Brown can assist you in residential, commercial, or recreational properties. Call Coldwell Banker Advantage Realty in Beaver, 438-7777.
Majestic Financial Services in Beaver is an accounting firm that offers payroll, income tax preparation, and bookkeeping services for individuals and businesses. For an accounting firm you can trust, call Majestic Financial Services in Beaver, 438-7777.
Dairy Farmers of America is a proud supporter of Beaver High School. For the very best at cheese products direct from the factory, visit the chalet at DFA Cache Valley Cheese in Beaver. They carry a nice selection of cheese, including fresh curd, cheddar, Monterey Jack, Swiss, and Colby. Stop in and check out their wide variety of cheese gift boxes and crafts, too. And they offer shipping.
I don't know.
Visit their website at dfamilk.com and click on DFA Mart, and then on the picture of the Beaver store. That's DFA Cache Valley Cheese in Beaver.
Scott Langford, David Howard, and a penalty on the Beavers, another 15-yarder. And so, not that Georgie needs it, but this one could go for a field goal. I think
will be the same unless he decides to pooch it. And
yeah, well, this is
kick it.
This is a time you could do an onside kick because you've already got the field position. So we'll see if South Summit goes for the killer blow. Nope, he's going to try for the field goal. It's going to go out of the end zone, and that's exactly the result. So the Beavers down at the 7:09 mark, 28-6. And Dave, 2 punt returns. You know, without those 2 punt returns, it's, could be 14-6. You don't know what the result of the the punts would have been, or the drives, but definitely
Right.
2 scores.
That just shows you how important special team coverage is.
Beavers not playing badly. A couple missed tackles and a couple special teams plays. Roberts in under center. Handoff up the middle. Oh, no, he keeps himself, pulls, and he's going to go forward. Short gain on the play.
Matt Roberts, the ball carrier around the right side.
Roberts, tough kid. He takes on the line there.
So second down, 7 yards to go. We're at the 7-minute mark of the third quarter of play. 28-6. South Summit with a pretty commanding lead for them.
Definitely commanding lead. You're definitely in charge here at this point of the game. Beaver's going to need some help in mistakes, turnovers or something.
Roberts out to Smith on the left side. He's going to be near first down yardage. Nice block downfield by Anthony Terry.
That's going to be right near the marker.
And I'm not sure if there's a flag on the play. The side judge comes in from the side. And he's going to say it's just short, so it's 3rd down and 1.
It'll be 3rd and 1
as he spots the ball back about a half yard. So the last time the Beavers were in this spot, they did a quarterback sneak up the middle. Roberts hands off to, the ball's loose on the field.
That's
South
not good.
Summit recovers.
That's not good.
Fumble on the play.
And that is the case.
Boy, the mistakes just adding up for Beaver.
Number 32, Colby Averett with the fumble recovery.
So Beaver fumbles. So mistakes starting to pile up for the Beavers. South Summit will take over on the 30-yard line.
South Summit has the ball on the Beaver 30-yard line.
So big trouble for Beaver on this one. Split out to the right is number 1, Ethan Miles. To the left is Halen Rockhill. And it's a pitch out to Santos. Santos makes one player miss and can't get past the next player, and he'll go down with a good gain.
As White comes through there and throws him down, but not till after he'd made 5 yards.
Long 5 on the play. 28-6, still our score.
So Beavers in a tough spot here. Again, South Summit in their portion of the field. Beavers clinging on for dear life.
2 right, 2 left for South Summit. They motion to Santos. Back to pass, Jones. Jones with an open receiver in the middle of the field. And it's going to be over the head, but a wide open receiver over the head of number 15. That's Isaac Tillett.
Tillett gets a hand on it, but that's about all he can reach.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Have to check that on the replay. Just a little bit of blown coverage, it looks like.
Man fell down, tripped and fell down.
Yeah. That was actually the wrong play. 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4, 28-6.
Miles split to the right. Jones fakes a handoff, has a pass over to Santos. Nice blocking by South Summit. He's probably going to get in there, and credit South Summit with a beautiful setup on that play and a touchdown.
That was a beautiful little screen play, and they had the blockers to open up the holes for him, and they ran him on in.
24 yards on the touchdown pass from 3. That's Jones to Santos.
That's 10.
So it makes the score 34-6 with the extra point pending.
Well, and I believe the results of last year's games were 36-6 the first time they met, wasn't it?
Pretty close. I'll take a look at it. Kick is up and good. 35-6 when we come back.
Kick is good.
For gas, snacks, and dependable service on your car or truck, visit Eagles Landing Flying J and High Country Chevron in Beaver. Mark Yardley and the staff offer convenience items, groceries, fountain drinks, sandwiches, and other goodies. You'll also find a full line of gifts and souvenirs, as well as your favorite gas and oil products. Stop by both locations at the North I-15 interchange in Beaver, High Country Chevron, and Eagles Landing Flying J. Happy to support Beaver High School sports.
Hi, this is Len at Fishlake Lumber Hardware, where I'd like to welcome you to our new paint studio, where we offer Valspar, Clark & Kensington, and Royal paints for your painting experiences. Clark & Kensington is rated #1 in customer reports. We also have a new setup of paint sundry items to make your painting experiences as easy and fun as possible. I'd like to welcome you all to come out and check out our new facility.
Scott Langford, David Howard. South Summit's blown this one wide open, Dave. 35-6 with 5 minutes left in the third.
Yeah, they're taking advantage of the mistakes Beaver's making, and they're punishing them.
Georgie with the kick, and it's another deep kick, and will be taken at the 1 this time by Young. Young ahead, takes a good run. Going to go up the middle. He's going to get across the 20 to call it the 25, where the Beavers will have it 1st and 10.
Not a bad run for Young, as he gets up 20, right on the 25-yard line, actually.
And he was right at the goal line. His heels were right on the line.
Yeah,
And,
I was wondering if they would call him in the end zone or not.
That's the first return off of the kicks by Georgie. 4:52 left in the third, 35-6, Roberts under center. Roberts with a handoff to Smith. Smith makes one nice move, cuts into the secondary. He'll gain 8 on first down.
Both Roberts and Smith a little surprised that time, as Smith usually has to pound out a couple of tough yards. That time he goes through untouched, and he's running, looking around like, why hasn't anybody hit me yet?
Yes, he did. There was a wide open hole. Nice job by the line. Second down, 1 yard to go. 4:28 left in the third. Fail split to the right, slot back Hutchings. Hutchings switches sides. Smith and Bergstrom in the backfield. Roberts with a delay handoff to Smith. Smith again forward, and he's going to gain another 7 or 8. First down for the Beavers.
Yeah, great run by Smith again as he dives off that left side. Same play, same result, just 2 yards shorter than the last time, but it does move the chains.
A couple of substitutions, some of the players out for the Wildcats on the line. 1st and 10. Ball's on the 46-yard line. Call it the 41, rather. Back to pass, Roberts. Roberts with a wide open Blackburn. Can he hit it? Blackburn with a beautiful catch inside South Summit territory.
Can he hit it? He can. And Blackburn brings in a great pass. Another first down for the Beavers.
So Branson Blackburn, he's a great tight end. It's been a long time since we've seen a tight end with the hands of Branson Blackburn.
That's for sure.
So the Beavers in business inside Wildcat territory, down 35-6.
He's excellent route runner and catcher.
Roberts fakes. The ball's tipped as he throws, and it's going to fall short. And player down on the field, but he gets up. Two South Summit Wildcats bang into each other as they go for that pass. But someone got a hand on it.
Somebody did. Deflection, a little deflection there.
So it'll be second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 35-yard line. 3:26 left in the third. Roberts hands off to Smith in the middle. Smith's going to gain a couple. It'll be 3rd and long.
Dylan Smith gets a handoff.
And Smith again pounding out a few yards. Beavers into South Summit territory and hoping to keep this drive alive.
I'm guessing with the score the way it is, this is 4-down territory for the Beavers in any instance.
I'd have to agree with you, Scott. At this point, down 35-6, they got to.
Roberts back to pass, rolling to his right. Good time. Passes away, and it's going to be knocked away. And just couldn't quite get the break, but a great catch-up by number 21 for the Wildcats. That's Quinn Zimmerman. I am so impressed with the team speed of the Wildcats.
You know, you got to compliment him on that because Fells was open. Roberts made a great pass, but he did. He closed that distance down quick and was able to dive in there and get a hand on it. That's just an excellent play.
4th down, 8 yards to go. The offense stays on the field. No use to punt at the 33-yard line. Roberts back to pass again, rolls to his right. Passes back across the field, wide open, Brennan Hutchings. Hutchings hits for the corner. He's going to go inside the 5-yard line, down to the 4. It's Matthew Roberts to Brennan Hutchings.
Roll everybody right and cut back across the green, and there's Brennan Hutchings just crying a river all alone. And Roberts makes him a great pass, and he brings it in.
And they run the same play, and then they had the Brennan Hutchings split out that left side, as you mentioned. A great play, and good arm strength by Roberts to throw across his body going away.
Yeah, it's a great throw.
First and goal for Beaver at the 5-yard line. Roberts rolls to his right, has a wide open receiver at Smith. Can't make the catch. He'll be incomplete. Second and goal.
You know, if he'd have thrown that 2 steps quicker, I think it'd have been a touchdown.
Well, you got to credit Colby Avert as he nailed Roberts as he let go of that ball.
I was going to say, the pressure was just taking him down before he could get it away.
Second goal. Ball's at the 5-yard line. Tip of the ball right on the 5. Handoff up the middle, Smith. Smith picks his way forward, and he's going to get down to about the 3, maybe the 2.
Maybe the 2, see where he wasn't really down because he was on top of that other player. So they should give him a full body extension on that. It's 2-yard line.
So Young in and Bergstrom out. And it's 3rd down, goal to go. Ball's at around the 3-yard line. Matthew Roberts under center. Roberts hands off to Smith. Smith on the counter. He's going to go in.
He's in.
For the touchdown.
Great run by Smith to pound out those 2 yards and get that touchdown. Much needed touchdown for Beavers at this point in the game. I'm guessing they'll go for 2.
Nice run by Smith up the middle. And you're right, Dave, as the offense stays on the field. And some good hard running by Dylan Smith, sophomore.
Well, he's fought for every yard he's got this year, and he fought for those 2 and was able to get 6 points out of it.
Now the Beavers try to get to 14. The score is 35-12. They'll cut it down to 3-score advantage. And the smoke from the cannon in the north end zone on the Dragon Evans.
Yeah, it's funny. As long as he's been doing that, people still jump.
And Roberts back to pass under heavy pressure. He's going to go down. Oh, there should be a penalty on that one.
Horse collar, maybe?
He went down by the helmet. And so no good. It's 35-12 when we come back in 30 seconds.
Mike's Food Town in Beaver is proud to serve Beaver County with a wide selection of items at competitive prices. Mike's Food Town is your friendly hometown grocer with the choicest cuts of meat prepared daily. They also go the extra mile to offer the freshest produce on a daily basis. Stop by Mike's Food Town and you'll find out about the super savings in every department. That's Mike's Food Town, located at 270 North Main in Beaver. Happy to support Beaver High School's athletic and academic programs. That's Mike's Food Town.
Scott Langford, David Howard back at Beaver High School. It's 35-12. Beavers with a nice drive. They go 75 yards and score at the 143 mark. So the kickoff will be by Keaton Fales.
And do you think they'll have an onside kick?
They may. I could see him do a little pooch kick. And, yeah, it'll be Caden Beecham.
Caden Beecham going to kick it.
Who lines up. And Beecham also a kicker for the Beavers. And he kicks away. There'll be a flag on the play. That'll be on the Beavers. 5 yards against the boys in blue.
Offsides on the Beavers.
So I'm not sure. It could be that rule. One of the things that we talked about before to stop the speed of the defenders, they've made it that you have to be within 5 yards. Could be that, or it could have, probably would have had to have been outside the 5 yard line. So someone's foot probably over the line.
78, Caden Beecham to kick off for the Beavers.
Now Beecham will kick off again. And here's the kickoff from Beecham. Beecham with a deep kick around the left side. It's going to be Santos taking it at about the 16 yard line. Santos has already returned one. And he's going to be taken down. Keeps moving forward, and a nice run back by Santos.
Yeah, Santos just hitting hard and pounding his feet, and he finally gets taken down by Keaton Fells and a host of other Beavers.
So we're at 1:35 left in the third, 35-12. Now we'll see who's in it. So Jones stays in, Averett behind him, split to the left. Oh, they're going to have to call a timeout. They broke the huddle with 12 players. Timeout South Summit. We'll take it and be back in 30 seconds.
Hunters and fishing enthusiasts love to visit Ray's 66B store in Beaver because it makes every excursion a success. You'll find everything you need, including an excellent variety of grocery items and snacks, top-grade Trop Arctic motor oil to help your car's engine last longer, clean-running Phillips 66 gasoline, and even diesel fuel. That's why Ray's 66 has been the only stop for any road trip. Ray's 66B store is open from 5 a.m. until 10 p.m. 7 days a week at 290 South Main in Beaver. Happy to support Beaver High School.
David Howard, Walt Kirksick, and Scott McDonald. Hope you've enjoyed the new technology. It's the maiden voyage of the sideline cam with Scott McDonald at the helm. And to appreciate both of them running our new technology on the Beaver Sports Network. With 1:35 left in the third. It's 35-12, South Summit over Beaver. And South Summit has the ball. Jones, option to the left side. He pitches out to Averett. Averett going to go out 6 yards and maybe a little more.
Yeah, he's out close to 7 or 8.
They start on their own 35-yard line. Gain up of 6 on that one. It'll be second down and 4. I'll try to get you a score update here in just a minute. Run around the right side. And it's going to be, looks like it's Tillett with it.
Tillett does get a first down. Brought down by Smith.
Number 7, Dylan Smith of Beaver.
So it is going to be a first down.
First down for the Wildcats on their own 48-yard line.
Just under a minute to go now, Dave.
In the third quarter. 35-12. Beavers behind.
Hand up the middle, and Jones is going to go down. That'll go as a loss of yard on the rush.
Yeah, Gideon White broke that line and didn't give Jones a chance to even get going.
So second down, 11 yards to go for South Summit. They're taking their time, and we might not have another play in this third quarter with 9 seconds left. Here at the break, we'll keep it and let you see some of the sights and sounds of Beaver High School. And they are going to get a playoff. Back to pass Jones. Jones looking downfield and fails with good coverage. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter play. And we'll keep it here. It's 35-12 when we come back.
Serving Beaver County residents and I-15 travelers, SouthCreek Shell in Beaver offers everything from a Burger King restaurant, gas and snacks, to fitting your vehicle with a brand new set of tires. SouthCreek Shell stocks a full line of dependable Michelin and Bridgestone tires with over 1,200 tires in stock. Whether you need a new set of tires, flat tire repair, pinpoint balancing, snacks, or gas, stop by the SouthCreek Shell at the South I-15 interchange in Beaver.
Three down, 1 to go. Scott Langford, David Howard, Walt Kirksick, Scott McDonald, your crew on the Beaver Sports Network. It's 35-12, and South Summit has a long third down and 11, Dave, as we start this fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just moved about 5 yards across the other side of the field, and they'll run it from there. going south to north.
Jones in the shotgun. Fakes a handoff, pitches out on the left side. This is Santos. Santos is going to be tackled by Brennan Hutchings, and it'll be a short of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And Brennan Hutchings grabs him and holds on tight, keeps him from getting a first down.
So now it's decision time for Coach Parker of the South Summit Wildcats. He says, we'll punt. Well, at least he looks like he's going to punt on 4th down.
At least he looks like he's going to punt. That's the key. We'll believe it when it happens. The quarterback's still in.
Jones, the punter. Snap is back, runs to the right side. This is a fake punt all the way. And the Beavers are going to keep him short. The Beavers will do a good job. And a 4-yard gain, but not enough. It'll be Beaver football.
Yeah, great containment there by the Beavers as they hold him short and get the ball on turnover of downs.
Dylan Smith with the stop.
The Beaver starts with good field position on the 43-yard line. And it's time for Coach Parker of the Wildcats to pull a little practice out of the playbook. That one didn't work, but comes up 1 yard short. But Jones with a lot of speed as well.
Yes, definitely. Hard to contain those guys.
So Matthew Roberts hands off to Smith. Smith up the middle, breaks 1 tackle. Can't get rid of the second one, gains 5 on the first down.
And Smith wrapped up, but gets a good first down run.
So a 2nd down and 5. Clock continues to run. It's a 23-point lead. Beavers still looking to establish some momentum and work against this high-quality team against South Summit. So Smith again, nice off tackle, makes a nice move, can't get the corner as 27 Luke Sidaway for South Summit closes the gap.
Yeah, Smith that time pounds out a couple of yards. Couldn't quite get to the outside, as you called it, Scott, to break free and get big yardage.
So 3rd down and 4. Beavers inside Wildcat territory at the 49-yard line. Just a reminder, we'll have players of the game. Dairy Queen Beaver Valley Chevron player of the game. Value move of their choice goes to that player. We'll have it at the end of this one. In motions, Hutchings. Hand off to Smith up the middle. Smith's got first down yardage into the secondary. He keeps going forward. Nice run. Dylan Smith for about 12.
And he packs a wallop on the tackler as he goes down.
Nice counter play for the sophomore running back.
13-yard run for Smith.
Moves it down to the 36-yard line. There'll be a timeout, South Summit, and we'll keep it here, and you can see the sights and sounds of Beaver High School on the Beaver Sports Network.
Timeout, South Summit. We want to remind you can buy your Beaver apparel, Beaver apparel, over by the concession stand. They have hoodies and sweaters and shirts. Support Beaver High School sports. You can also buy a Beaver High School cup and you can have some free refills.
Back to live action. It's Matthew Roberts, first down and 10. In motion, Hutchings. Roberts back to pass, has a receiver. Oh, misses it, and there's going to be a,
should be, but there's not.
A little late. South Summit runs over to pick him up, and not too bad. He did pull up. He didn't finish the tackler. I think it would have been a flag.
Yeah, he pushed him down hard enough.
Yeah, hard enough.
It'll be
second down, 10 yards to go.
After the whistle was blown.
So under 10 minutes to play in the football game. Again, we'll get some score updates here shortly. Handoff up the middle. Smith again with a nice open run. Good rotation and down inside the red zone.
Wow, Smith with a great run, spinning, chomping, and gets 14 more yards. He's having a great night, making a bid for the player of the game, maybe, Scott?
Yeah, he definitely is. Dylan Smith with a nice running up the middle. So the Beavers now in the red, well, just right at the 20. Roberts with the pitch. He's under heavy pressure. He's going to cut in, and he's going to go down.
To the head.
There'll be 2 flags on the play, and I'm guessing there'll be a late hit.
A holding and a target to the helmet, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I would guess exactly the same thing. So we'll see what the call is, Dave. So I think they'll do the holding on the Beavers, and then they'll march off 15 more. Oh, no, they're going to call those offsetting.
Out, really?
So it stays first down, 10 yards to go.
Wow.
The last game, we saw them mark both of those off. Oh, no, that was a dead ball. I think the one was a dead ball.
It was a dead ball, but that's I think one of those is more severe than the other.
So we got a ball game up in Duchesne. Duchesne 20, Milford 14.
Oh, wow.
And it's close. Layton Christian 20, Gunnison 18. Gunnison with the comeback. So 1st and 10, Roberts. Back to pass. Has a receiver intended. Nice catch on the sideline. That's Brennan Hutchings again. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a great throw, great catch, and Hutchings brings it in, and it's going to be close to first down, about 2 yards shy of a first down.
Yeah, nice passing by the quarterback. Great receiving. 35-12, 9 minutes left. A couple other scores, Dave. Millard 48-0 over ALA. And then North Summit Academy tied up at 13.
Oh, wow.
2nd down, 2 yards to go. Hand off to Smith. Smith up the middle. He's going to have first down yardage inside the 10. Call it the 7 or 8 yard line.
Yeah, it does a great job again, pounding it out. Gets another 5 yards, and Smith with the first down.
Enterprise big over Parowan, 35-0. San Juan 47-0 over North Sevier. South Sevier 28 Grand 7. A few scores from around the 2A ranks. So it's first down and goal. Ball's at the 8. Roberts hands off to Smith. Smith breaks into the secondary, into about the 3 yard line, gain of 5.
And Smith is wearing him down finally, and just keep pounding it out.
And there has to be a mandatory substitution for Luke Sidaway as he lost his helmet. Beavers bring the play in. Ball's in. What do you think, that Dave, the 3 yard line? Close to the 4. So 2nd goal, ball at the 4. Roberts rolls to his left. He's going to cut back, and he's going to get hit hard. And he might get back to line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's a high-low, vicious hit. And like you say, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. That's tough. They gave him 6 inches.
So we got Scott McDonald down the back of the end zone. We'll show you some footage from him. That's a great vantage point. So you can see the action coming right at you.
You know, all we need for next game is a helmet cam.
That's right. Walt, get on that. Matthew Roberts now, 3rd and goal. Hands off to Smith. Smith near the touchdown. It's a touchdown. Dylan Smith.
And Smith, you got to give him this drive as he has pounded it out, and finally pounds it into the end zone.
Another nice drive by the Beavers. The Beavers doing some good things, and still down by a significant margin.
Now you got to hand it to them. They haven't given up, and they've been fighting every step of the way.
So it's point after touchdown by Dylan Smith.
So here's the kick from Keaton Fales. Kick is up, and it is good. PAT good. 7:39 left. We'll take a 30-second break.
Serving Beaver County residents and I-15 travelers, SouthCreek Shell in Beaver offers everything from a Burger King restaurant, gas and snacks, to fitting your vehicle with a brand new set of tires. SouthCreek Shell stocks a full line of dependable Michelin and Bridgestone tires with over 1,200 tires in stock. Whether you need a new set of tires, flat tire repair, pinpoint balancing, snacks, or gas, stop by the SouthCreek Shell at the South I-15 interchange in Beaver. SouthCreek Shell is a proud sponsor of Beaver High School athletics.
Scott Langford, David Howard, Walt Kirksick, and Scott McDonald on the field cam. It's 35-19, 16-point lead. The Beavers doing a nice job. That was a drive that captured 53 yards of real estate, and once again we talk about those 2 punt returns for touchdown, Dave.
They're making a big difference right now. Yep, definitely are.
And the kickoff by Fales goes over the head, and it's going to go down at the 1-yard line. Santos picks it up. We'll see if they can contain Santos. And Santos is going to go down. And around the 24-yard line or so, it'll be South Summit ball.
Yeah, Santos chases that down, and he's fast. Hard to keep up with him.
25-yard line.
So it'll be first down and 10 for South Summit. So out to the left is Ethan Miles. It's out to Santos. Santos with a huge lane. There's no one
back. It's coming back.
Is going to catch him. That was a hold on the outside. Santos is going to go all the way.
Well, there's a block, big block in the back.
So we'll try to catch that on the replay, see if that is legit or not.
Wide out. He laid out a good block and all the way from behind, and it sprung him good.
Yeah,
it opened him up. That's for sure. It was an effective block.
Well, we'll watch that on the replay and just see what we can see. And so it comes all the way back. That nullifies a 65-yard run, 66?
Blocking in the back, called against the Wildcats.
Yeah, we can see that. It's a block in the back without a doubt on the top side receiver. And that's why Fales got pinned up to the top so hard.
Yep. He with a block in the back.
7:20 left in the football game. Now it's 1st and 20, so that nullifies that beautiful run by Santos. The team speed, again, for the South Summit Wildcats, they are going to be very tough to beat.
They're fast.
So you got in motion, Santos. Hand up the middle. Big lane. Ooh, nice tackle, though. That's on Tillett.
Beecham says absolutely not.
Number 78, Caden Beecham.
So Beecham with the nice job.
Tackles, number 15.
Just a reminder, Dave, we'll have 2 players of the game. It's second down. And what? Still 20? No gain on that one?
No gain. Maybe a couple of inches.
So you got Tice Radden, the freshman, playing that defensive end position. Once again, we want to give a shout out to Tyson Fotheringham, one of the Beaver defensive ends who was at the University of Utah Hospital, injured in yesterday's game against South Summit. And hopefully he's listening. Handoff up the middle to Averett. Averett just keeps pounding away. He's going to get a few yards on it. Call it 4 or 5. It'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, Averett, a tough guy to bring down and really strong runner. He does, as you call it, Scott, pick up 5 of that.
So 3rd down and 15 to go.
For South Summit.
Trip receivers to the left. Jones is going to do a draw, and he's going to get forward. He's going to go all the way right here on the left side. He's going to pick up a block from Santos. Oh, Matthew Roberts may struggle. We'll see how the speed goes. It'll be Jones and Roberts, and Jones outruns the Beaver defense, and he goes all the way for the touchdown.
Well, it's too bad because they had him contained, and he made one little sidestep bounce and got away from everybody. Roberts had to run around that block, and so that took him a lot longer to try and catch up with him. And then right when he makes the dive, Jones was anticipating, looking behind him, anticipating, and then he cuts back against the dive.
You know, the Beavers played that pretty well up the middle, but how many yards was that? 70. Let's see,
that was 80 yards.
80 yards.
So yeah, right on the 20. Line.
Oh, great shot from the sideline camera. Jones goes around the side and around the left side, and it'll be Georgie with a kick. Oh, it's up and good. So that makes the score 42-19, and South Summit with an insurance touchdown on that one.
Yeah, just to make sure that Beaver doesn't get any ideas about taking this game back. Beaver will have to, they only got just under 6 minutes to score a bunch. Won't be any time to kick it away.
Well, and you look at the number of players that have scored tonight for the SouthCreek Wildcats. You've got, of course, you got Colby Averett, Jones. Santos has got a couple. 21 scored one. That's Zimmerman. I mean, they've got a lot of weapons.
They do have a lot of weapons, and they got a lot of speed, and you know they're crisp. They play good. They're a tough team. Tough team.
So now we've got Leos and Young, back to receive the kickoff of Georgie. 5:53 left in the football game. 42-19.
And number 11, Trey Young, back to the Beavers.
So South Summit gets the go-ahead. Georgie back to kick off. This one might be returnable by Young. Young catches it at the 5-yard line, goes forward right up the middle, and he's going to get about the 26 or 27, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Beaver.
Good return for the Beavers.
Yeah, Young, not a bad return there.
27, Luke Sidaway.
42-19 our score. Beaver starts on their own.
Beaver will have the ball on their own
27, it looks like. Beaver clock out with the down and distance, and makes it hard for us sometimes to catch those yard markers. So Matthew Roberts back on the field. Beaver's doing a little bit of practice as they head into, this is another non-region game, and the Beavers' remaining schedule coming up. Grand and then at San Juan. Both league games, 2 good games to watch.
Hand off to Smith again.
Dylan Smith gets a handoff, picks up a yard.
And he'll pick up, just a hard one. 2nd down, 9 yards to go.
A hard one. Dylan Smith, the nephew of the famed Kelly Smith that played here at Beaver High School and BYU.
I'm looking at the schedule. We've got Grand at Beaver.
I wish it were Grand at Beaver.
I believe it's reversed. I believe it's Beaver at Grand.
Yep.
And then
Principal Green saying, yep, it's Beaver at Grand.
Roberts throws the ball up to Hutchings. Hutchings is there. Oh, and he can't make the grab. Had too much time. And it'll be a 3rd down and 9 for the Beavers.
Too bad. He had it.
Beautiful pass by Roberts. So it'll be 3rd down, 9 to go.
He got at the distance and dropped it in over the 2 defenders that were covering him. And it went right through the hands of Hutchings.
Bergstrom out, Young in with the play. So we'll have the Grand game next weekend will be on the Emory Telecom. We're going to try to see if we can get that patched into the Beaver Sports Network, but it'll be their announcers. And then the following we'll have on the Beaver Sports Network. Draw play, and there's going to be a flag in the area of holding. And we'll see what the call is. There wasn't really any Beaver players there, but we'll see what happens.
Ineligible if you receiver downfield.
It was behind the line of scrimmage, so it'll be an interesting call.
Holding on the offense, 10 yards, penalty declined.
It's declined, so it is 4th down. But that's really interesting, Dave, because on a screenplay, you let your players go through.
Right.
So
that's the design of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether someone just reached out and held him up, and
I don't know, because they were all through. They were all over Roberts.
So 4th down and 9. Roberts into punt for Beaver. And I'm guessing he will punt this one away. Roberts gets it off. Another beautiful punt.
Wow.
Roberts' first punting action of the season. And that ball's going to get loose.
Misfielded.
Tillett. Tillett at the 20, and he's going to get around the lane and get a nice return. Tillett still on his feet, and he's finally going to get tackled.
Flag.
There's going to be a flag on the play. So I'm not sure whether that's on the Wildcats or the Beavers. So we'll see what the call is. Blocking the back against the Wildcats, so it'll back them up a little further. 42-19 our score, 4 minutes, 43 seconds left in the football game. So let's see. We've got, they're going to put that back where, Dave? What yard line?
Back on the 24-yard line. So South Summit will have it on their own 24, first down. 4:43 to go, 42-19.
42-19 with 4 and change left. And it's a handoff. Jones keeps it himself on the option. He's going to be taken down. Nice tackle. There's Gideon White.
Gideon White again. He got a heel in the solar plex.
Uh-huh.
Kind of knocked the wind out of him.
You
going to feel that one in the morning.
Second down and 6 yards to go.
He's just hoping to re-catch his breath before the next down.
So be Jones under center in motion. Tillett. Hand off to Averett up the middle. Averett, not much there. He'll gain a couple. There's a scramble. Looks like they were just trying to keep him from rolling forward as Averett typically does. You can never stop with him.
Yeah, you can't. You just can't.
I'm actually surprised that they're continuing to run Averett with this late in the game in hand. He already was had that one injury.
Yeah, why would you?
Third down, 5 yards to go. It's a short 5. Tillett in the slot. Top of the screen, Ethan Miles. Tillett in motion. Handoff on the backside to Santos. Santos hits that hole, and he is gone. And the only pleasure that could possibly get him is fails. He's not going to do it. Santos outruns to the end zone, and another long touchdown for the South Summit Wildcats.
And Santos shows you right there how fast he really is.
That one, I believe, goes 70 yards.
70 exactly.
So Santos with a 70-yard run. And Santos, a great running back. And he's, if we were doing a South Summit Wildcat player of the game, it would be Santos or the offensive line for the Wildcats. Some good blocking, too.
Well, you got to have blocking. You always got to have blocking, and that's where it all gets started.
Santos hits that hole. And the PAT is up and in. It is now 49-19 when we come back.
Service is important on any insurance policy, whether it's auto, home, life, or health insurance. And you can count on your Beaver area Good Neighbor State Farm agent, Brent Stapley, to give you the best service possible. Whether you have a claim or just need information about insurance, your State Farm agent is there with the Good Neighbor service we're famous for. See State Farm agent Brent Stapley in Beaver for all your insurance needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call 438-5451, 438-5451.
Scott Langford, David Howard, Walt Kirksick, Scott McDonald on the Beaver Sports Network. And the South Summit Wildcats with that 30-point advantage, 49-19, and Dave, a little fatigue on the part of the Beavers, and it's Santos and Jones just showing some speed.
Just some good blocks on the line, and then he's got the speed to burst through there. And once he's in the open field like that, it's you just can't catch up to him.
So it'll be Georgie to kick off once again for the South Summit Wildcats. Back for the Beavers, Young and Leos. And here's the kickoff. It's a deep kick yet again. Be taken at about the 2. Call it the 4. And Young ahead. Runs into his own blocker, and he goes down near the 20-yard line. Call it the 22.
Well, you got to follow your blockers.
He followed him that time.
He followed him.
So 3:13, the Beavers looking to establish probably just some execution, and Roberts comes back out.
Just a pride drive right here.
So here comes the play from the Beavers sideline. So program reminders, next week we'll have the Beavers at Grand. Is that correct, Dave?
Beavers at Grand, yep. That's confirmed by Principal Green.
Beaver at Grand. Up the middle, it's Dylan Smith with another nice run. About 15 15
ball
yards
foul.
on first down. And now a flag at the end of the play.
Penalty marker down.
Now we'll see what the call is on this one. Dave, did you see it?
I saw the ball come out. I saw people dive for it, and then a flag was thrown. I have no idea why.
Looks like the flag picked up. I wonder if he threw his flag instead of his beanbag.
Football, Beaver at Grand, September 19th.
Then following that, we'll have San Juan at Beaver. That one you'll find on the Beaver Sports Network, and hopefully the next one as well. All the rest of them, you'll have a simulcast, radio, and internet feed on 103.7 FM, and then the Beaver Sports Network. Back to pass, Roberts in trouble. Turns and runs out of it. Nice awareness. Roberts is going to throw a deep pass, going to be intended for, oh, it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Good job by Roberts. Roberts goes down on the south side
laid out
sideline.
hard, out of bounds. A bit late.
Roberts gets up a little bit limping. And Young brings the play in from the sideline. Out comes Bergstrom. 2:46 left in this one. 49-19 South Summit. Fail split to the right. Roberts under center. Roberts rolls to his right. Looks downfield, and it's going to be intercepted. This one's a potential pick six, and it's going to go back. Zimmerman with his second touchdown.
Oh, wow. Roberts throws him down hard.
By South Summit, return for a touchdown.
And Roberts down in the end zone.
Number 21, Quinn
And that's a pick six for Quinn Zimmerman. Adds a little insult to injury there. And
a big insult to injury.
That makes the score 49-19 with the extra point coming. 55 rather. It's going to be 56 if the extra point is good. So South Summit now piling it on. Georgie with the extra point. The kick is up and good.
Kick is good.
So we'll take another break and be back with another drive after this.
When you're in the mood for mouth-watering dishes prepared by the finest chefs in Utah, visit Timberline Inn in Beaver. For a family dinner outing or for a night out with that special someone, experience fine dining for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at Timberline Inn. Timberline also offers catering services for both small groups or large gatherings, and you can't beat their popular lunch and dinner specials offered daily. Timberline Inn is open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and located on the South I-15 interchange in Beaver. Call for catering 438-2474.
Scott Langford, David Howard, Walt Kirksick, Scott McDonald, the Beaver Sports Network crew, and it's all South Summit now. It's 56-19. South Summit with the big lead. And once again, Georgie to kick off, and Young and Leos back to receive. And Dave, halftime, this one was close. 14-6. Beavers played very well, and then South Summit started to pour it on, especially in the fourth.
Well, and they've capitalized on every single mistake that Beaver has made, and every single turnover has been scored on. So, that's what you got to do. When you want to beat teams, you got to capitalize on the turnovers and mistakes.
Georgie ball at the 1 yard line.
Well, I thought he backstepped into the end zone.
Young goes ahead again, gets near the 30-yard line.
Trey Young with a good return.
So it'll be first down and 10 yards to go. The clock runs as the South Summit Wildcats up by 35 exactly. Oh, no, 37 actually. So the clock will run as they go into the mercy rule. Matthew Roberts back at quarterback. And South Summit with a few substitutions.
For the Beavers on their own 27-yard line.
Split out to the right, fails. Roberts hands off to Smith. Smith, nice run up the middle. Good yardage on first down. 6 or 7 yards. It'll be second and short.
Well, and it takes 5 guys to bring him down. He just really pounds it out.
He's tackled by number 27.
Smith having a nice game.
They bring up second and 4.
Get some score updates sponsored by Beaver Sport and Pawn. It's a final. Duchesne 28, Milford 14. That one looked close. Layton Christian 20, Gunnison 18 still at the half. 55-0 Millard over ALA. Summit Academy 20, North Summit 13 is a final. Ooh, Summit Academy looks like the real deal up in the North 2A North. Matthew Roberts is going to go down. He'll have a short gain on the play.
And Smith Scott with 109 yards in this game tonight.
Definitely in contention for one of the players of the game. Enterprise blanks Parowan 42-0. 53-0 North Severe loses to San Juan. And South Severe Grand 28-15 in the fourth quarter. That game at Grand. So under a minute left in this one. Roberts hands off to Smith. Smith again up the middle. Spins, breaks a tackle, and he's going to go ahead. Gain of about 10 on the play.
Yeah, almost exactly 10.
So the clock will continue to run. Maybe one more play. 56-19.
Next week, the Beavers will play Grand in Moab.
So down to 25 seconds. We'll have a very short post game as we do players of the game, final stats, and more. Back to Roberts, pass Roberts. There's Blackburn, the tight end. He goes forward and goes down inside Wildcat territory with 16 seconds left.
Well, he's got such great hands, as we've talked about it before, and he just snags that down.
And the clock will run as the ball is set. And the clock starts. Roberts up under center. Roberts back to pass under pressure, throws a pass on the right side for Hutchings. What a catch by Brennan Hutchings.
What a catch. How else do you describe it? That was amazing.
Yeah, just beautiful. Now, though he's out of bounds because of the mercy rule, the clock will continue to run. And I'm not sure the Beavers are aware of that as they huddle up. And that'll do it. And so they will call a timeout with 0.2 seconds left. And you can't get after the clock guy on that one because that one worked out. 0.2 seconds left in the game. Beavers have one more chance. And we'll give some time to Scott McDonald on the sideline cam. He's all the way down in the end zone. We'll give Walt Kirksey do a little cheerleader time. Beaver High School cheerleaders full of spirit.
They still believe.
That's right. So, Dave, as we talk about this one real quick, you know, the Beavers, they allowed some big plays, but the game a little closer than it seems. They've allowed several big plays in this fourth quarter, but this one really close through three.
Well, just gridiron football, it's a really, really close game. Special teams, turnovers, that's not so close. And those mistakes have cost them huge in this game.
Well, the Beavers, this is really the first test of the season for this young Beaver team. Matthew Roberts back to pass. He's under a lot of pressure. Going to throw over his shoulder. As time expires, it's going to go incomplete. And that'll do it for the ball game. Our final here from Beaver High School is 56-19. We'll take a short break on the Beaver Sports Network and be back with players of the game, stats, and more after this.
If there's a community improvement project in the works, you will usually find many of our employees in the middle of it, doing what they can to help out. They're hometown people, just like you. They belong to service groups, church groups, and other community service organizations that work to make the hometowns we serve better places to live. Utah Independent Bank, member FDIC. Hometown people, hometown spirit.
Sensitive, gentle, and personal service are all words that describe Beaver Family Dental. Dr. David S. Howard, Shanna, Shawnee, and Jody are committed to ensuring that you have teeth that look good, feel good, and last a lifetime. Beaver Family Dental invests time and money in staying up to date on all the latest procedures and techniques that can help improve your self-esteem and change the shape of your smile. Call 438-2931 or visit their new office at 55 North, 400 East in Beaver. Beaver Family Dental, where smiles begin.
It's the Beaver Sports Network post game, and it's Scott Langford, David Howard. Hope you've enjoyed the sideline camera, as well as DeWalt on the main camera and computer. Appreciate both of them for their great work. Now, Dave, let's talk about the final stats of this one.
Well, it was close at halftime. We went over the stats, and it was pretty close at halftime. Of course, as the game ends, it's not as close. Beaver did win the battle of first downs, 25 first downs to South Summit 16 first downs. Now, if you talk about closeness of the game, Scott, pretty much all but 14 points were scored off mistakes and turnovers. As far as on-the-ground play, Beaver did very well. They let a couple of big plays get away, and South Summit wins that battle with the big plays. But marching up and down the field, Beavers did great. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes and turnovers that they had.
No, and part of that, Dave, is exactly that, is you have to play a clean game against a team like this. They're the defending state champions. They didn't really lose a whole lot, and they're, as good a team as they were last year.
Oh, definitely, yeah. They lost some good players last year, but they had some fill-ins, and they're just as big and just as strong and play just as well, and just as fast. So, it's still pretty much the same nucleus they had last year, and, I think their outlook is good for this season. And, it may come down again to another Beaver-South Summit matchup somewhere down in the playoffs at the end of the season.
Yeah, it certainly could. And, last year the Beavers, fell hard to the Wildcats in the regular season, and then the postseason played very well. So the Beavers looking to rebound the same way this year. Do you have some individual stats for us?
Well, yes, I do. Actually, we talked about Dylan Smith has 119 yards rushing, and of course he's going to make one of the players of the game. We talked about it all night. Dylan Smith gets the Dairy Queen Player of the Game. He'll get a value meal from Dairy Queen for his efforts tonight and pounding it out on the gridiron. And Dylan Smith really did a good job. Defensively, I thought Cord Snyder stepped it up today, and he had a lot of great plays. A lot of fight on the line, a lot of good tackles, and that's a tough spot where he's at, and against that big offensive line South Summit has. He did a good job tonight, so we're going to give him the Mike Foodtown Player of the Game. He'll get a DiGiorno pizza of his choice, and if he so chooses, he can share it with his friends. If not, I'm sure he can handle that thing by himself.
Absolutely. Some other good quality plays as well. Branson Blackburn with 71 receiving yards was certainly, in the mix, and and other players who just had a great game.
Yes, definitely. Brandon Hutchings had 56 yards in receiving. So, they're all given it's team effort. We do offer a prize for a couple of them, but it takes the whole team.
Certainly does. Well, Dave, that'll do it tonight. Now, you can tune in next week for Beaver versus Grand either on Emory Telcom, or you can go ahead and watch this on the we're hoping to get it patched into the Beaver Sports Network. We're going to check and see. But for sure, we'll have the San Juan at Beaver game, and it'll be internet only next in 2 weeks from tonight on the Beaver Sports Network. Big thanks to Scott McDonald, Walt Kirksick, Dave Howard. I'm Scott Langford. Have a great night.
Beaver Sport and Pawn has Southern Utah's largest collection of firearms, including new, used, and hard-to-find weapons. Beaver Sport and Pawn also has ammo, fishing and camping gear, tools, books, boots, antiques, and much, much more. As always, Beaver Sport and Pawn offers free advice on any subject. Come visit Beaver Sport and Pawn at 91 North Main in Beaver or call 438-2100. That's 438-2100. Beaver Sport and Pawn is happy to support Beaver High School athletics on the Beaver Sports Network. Go Beavers!
Beaver Valley